you put this whole thing together. Here's one. You tripped over the cornhole. What were you so shocked about? It's like she's never seen a Polaroid image before. Like that came out of the camera instantly? Holy crap. What kind of future technology is that? No, it's just a Polaroid camera. This is what we used to have instead of digital photos. What in the hell? Well, I hope you're okay.
Just waiting for our participants to get in. I know it's going to show like so much of my room. Like it looks different on the camera. I need to get like a green screen or something. That's kind of crazy. Let me get this a little closer. Make sure y'all can hear me and all that good stuff. You know, very important. Very important. It got hot as crap, so I had to put that fan on. Lighting is better, which is good. Some of the stuff I had to grab and bring from the basement and bring it up here, and it's collecting in my room now. I love it. Do some testing of both my sound and share some windows test here. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's a new scary movie coming out. Okay. It's been expected. All right. There we go.
Oh shit.
Yo, yo.
Hello.
Yep, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
What's up, brother?
I don't have my camera on. Let me
Okay, gotcha.
find that.
Maybe I'll do a layout like.
It's funny. I was just thinking about calling you this whole week. And you text me. I was like, "Yo, what's JT up to right
There's been so much like stuff going on, bro. It's been crazy. Um, hustling, working as usual, but just trying to, you know, keep the gigs rolling, performing, singing as much as I can, trying to see what we can do. And I want to get back on my podcasting. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I want my boys and my peoples. I'm like, I got some stuff I want to talk about. Let's talk about what's been going on with, TV and movies and games and stuff, and just off the cuff. That's the whole point of the off the cuff club. That's the whole point of it, is to just speak about what's been going on. Um, we're doing it live, and of course it's recorded, so it'll be chopped up with Riverside. We're working with Riverside right now. And I said, let me just jump into it again. This is, I won't really announce anything. I just figured we just get a good, cool, dry run again, see what it felt like, do it, actually get it done, and then from there we can start setting dates and stuff like that. But yeah, just for the fun of it, whoever's available, just talk. Like, why not?
it be like that. I think I have to join it again so I could get this to work. Like,
Okay,
I got it on, but it says it won't let me. So let me try joining again.
okay. Let's see. Okay.
There we go.
All right, all right. What's up? What's up? Hey. Well, hey, how you doing? What's going on?
You're too far, babe. It's, she said, "What it do? What it do?"
Not much. Just like I said, just grinding, chilling, trying to get on top of stuff, trying to keep the motion. What's up,
Hmm.
Chrissy? What's up? I got my boy Rich supposed to be joining us a little bit, and then Joshua Harper. I don't know if I need to call him. I emailed all the people who said they were down, which is about three more people. Um, and I think it would take a little bit, so that's why I tell people seven, but we really won't start till like eight.
CPT time. CPT
Exactly.
time.
Make sure you can hear me. Make sure the cameras look a certain way or whatever. So right now it's just recording. It's not, it is streaming live to everything but TikTok and Instagram. I haven't started Instagram yet. Once I hit go, once everyone's here, then they'll stream live. And then this
Okay.
part we'll just cut out. I'll just cut this part out and just
This is the fluff.
yeah. This is just the beginning fluff video content. What's been good with you, man?
Uh, Trying to balance everything. Right now we're taking a break as a band to let people do what they need to do, and then I gotta book more shows and more videos because I'm the fucking all, and I'm basically Panic at the Disco.
Gotcha.
So, I got great team members, but
Yeah.
nobody's as creative or as flexible as I can be when it comes to making this on the fly. So we're trying to shoot two music video, at least a music video this month.
Oh,
I just released the animated music video, but
okay.
I
Hell yeah.
want to be dropping every fucking month. But it's a lot of money, a lot of time, a
Sent
lot
you
of
the link.
mixing. You know.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Um.
You guys are grinding, boy. You guys are putting them songs together layer by layer, knocking that stuff out and killing it. So and I still gotta get back to the other song. I've been thinking about that song you guys sent me. I'm like, I got the song in my head. I really want to write out to it. Um, so I was like, I need to get on it. And I said, the first thing I want to do is I'm gonna start with the podcast. I'm working out again,
mhm.
writing again, and then get back into full blown any free time I get just to knock out music, knock out music, knock out
I
music.
think what we got to be really good at is just learning how to edit and letting shit go because we end up just like overthinking too much of this stuff.
Yeah.
So, like for example, I was that animated video I posted, I put it on YouTube, and I it by itself was ass, right? No edits, no animate, no effects, no nothing. It was just
I gotta see this video, bro. I gotta see
oh,
this video.
okay. So I have it without any. I made so when I got the video, there was no effects, no nothing, and the band was basically mad at me. It's like you spent all this money on this garbage, and then I said, you know what? Cap cut, effects, transitions, fuck it. This is for ADHD people now. And now people are like, oh, I fuck with this. Oh my God. Wow. I'm like, yeah, you got to do something while the momentum is hot, like even creativity wise. So I did all those effects in like 2 days.
Okay.
And I was either that or just trash the video and be like, oh, a fan made it. Even though it wasn't really honestly true about that last part. But still, I had to do something. I had this. And I'm like, I spent this money to make this happen. If I'm throwing it out, I'm gonna be pissed at myself.
Well, let's watch it. We don't mind. We can watch it real quick.
Go ahead.
You said it's on YouTube, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then it's under your band's name.
Yep.
Okay.
It'll be, you just type in The Price VHS AMV. I was trying to go for like the Naruto. The animator basically did not want to do a lot more work on the video.
Okay.
So, and I was definitely not trying to pay another fucking a certain amount for that. I was like, nope, sir, you're past my budget. You're passing my budget, sir. No, sir. You said this, it's not that. You said this, I'm gonna do that instead. I'll do it.
I respect it. So
yeah, that first one.
This one?
It might be loud.
What's the price you'll have to pay? I think about that every day. Everybody.
Oh yeah, you could turn off the captions since there is the lyrics on the captions. I realized I put the captions on top of the captions in case people aren't gonna read it.
Gotcha.
No, you got it. Yeah, it was just the subtitles.
Okay, I was like, the heck? There's extra screen.
So imagine all this entire video with not a single fucking effect, but everything that you see, even like this shot right here, was just barren wasteland, nothing on it. Now I let you play the rest of the video.
What's the price you'll have to pay? I think about that every day. Everybody's turning gray. Don't worry, it happens anyway. Welcome to your first lesson. Life's a curse and a blessing. That is true. What can you do? Let me ask the question, which side of natural selection are you on? Too far gone, too or die, going over time, a shockwave of impending doom, desperado will be assumed, too or die. What's the price you'll have to pay? I think about that every day. Everybody's turning gray. Don't worry, it's normal, it's okay. What's the price you'll have to pay? I think about that every day. Everybody's turning gray. Don't worry, it happens anyway. Don't tell me your reflection. It won't leave a good impression for you. Not for you. Neither hero or villain. Will you make it to heaven? I'm not sure for you. No one can say price you'll have to pay. I think about that every day. Everybody's turning gray. Don't worry, it's normal, it's okay. What's the price you'll have to pay? I think about that every day. Everybody's turning gray. Don't worry, it happens anyway. Every day. Anyway. Every day.
That- I mean, I think that's pretty cool. Like, I think that's dope. I think that's dope.
I got high and then creative.
Well, look, that I liked it. You know, and it adds so much more when you have like a video with it and stuff. I think that's so dope. That was really cool, man.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool. I was like, this is dope. And it's funny, like you don't really have to have a lot going on. Like I remember when the POV video came out with the clips, and it's just showing the same like video clips over and over and over and over, and it just repeats over and over. And it just, I'm like, the song is fire, like you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, yo, it works. And then they finally came with a real video later. But I'm like, I was running that video back over and over and over and over and over. Everything just matched up. I thought that was great what you had together and how you had it like, you know, connected. I thought that was dope.
Some of it, the animator was, I had to literally duplicate scenes, so you can't really notice in certain parts. I had to duplicate it because
On it.
he what?
And then you added effects to it to make it look slightly different.
Well, besides the effects, I had to literally double the scene time wise because the animator was sort of like behind on the song, even though I sent it to him prior. He was sort of like behind on the lip syncing. So I had to like throw effects in there and shit. So it didn't look weird. You know, like I try to line up as much as possible. And then I threw effects in there, even though some of them look hazy. It's sort of where I'm going for because I'm basically doing it all. Like I'm fixing a video that was so dry. Every scene you saw there had nothing besides what was shown. So no effects, no black and white, no none of that shit. The only thing he did was like black and white, and that's it. Like I told him, oh shit, I should put my volume down when I say, yeah. All right. So yeah, like for example, this scene right here, perfect. You pulled up the exact scene I would talk about. This scene was just a fucking photo of a train.
Oh wow.
Dead ass, bro. There was not that effect. I had to go through CapCut archives to find all these little things to throw. Yep. He ain't give me that. I did that myself as well. It was just a POV shot. This one's the only inner 3 cut that he did that worked. I did this effect because it was just a whole minute of just watching Thomas's face, and then I thought it'd be very good of just like throwing an effect right before you see him smile, because I didn't want the 10-15 second pause on the song, which worked in certain parts, but then this is why I threw them in there because it felt natural.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like the cuts and all the special effects. I think that's really dope what you did. You know, it really spiced everything up, and I enjoyed watching it. Like it didn't come off to me like anything crazy.
I almost wanted it to. If I had the budget, I would have gotten an animator from Adult Swim, but this was a Fiverr artist from Africa, whose account is, I don't know. He had like 3 different accounts, so for him to like, it was very sus. I'm not gonna lie,
right?
But like,
he did a cool job though. Like I don't know how expensive he was, but like, I mean, I if he didn't do a lot of animation, then I could see it being rough. You know, especially now that we get AI. And that's the conversation we know we're gonna have to talk about today because, to me, there's a lot of things like for us, we're musicians, and so most of us aren't drawing artists. You know? And I want to have a music video created. If I do voiceover work, I want an example of my voice with fake created characters and stuff. But people are so anti AI. It's like, I don't. I'm over here hustling to try to exist and live at this point in time. Like, I don't really have the funds to be like, let me spend all this bread and have some anime to do it. I'm not a corporation. I'm not a giant business.
Right.
I'm trying to stay afloat to keep me and my son alive. Like this is, I'm paying my mortgage and my bills.
Hmm.
So for me, paying $100 and some odd to, let's say, have AI create something like this makes a lot of sense to me, because it's like I just saved who knows how much money to do that. You know, the practicality of physical drawings and animations and stuff. When I can have an image and say, you animate this, make it like a cartoon, and I want this to happen, that happen. And I know it's not perfect. I've been messing with AI for a while, and AI will flip out for the dumbest reasons. But it can create a cool, coherent thing. And granted, some stuff is only like 10 seconds long, 20 seconds long,
I
that.
I could I,
Mm,
I dabble with that only just for like review wise, but I would also say that like you could create storyboards out of there, right?
yeah.
And use those storyboards, because technically sketches and stuff like that don't have to be, people are not gonna, as long as it's not the final product, you can use that as the prototype.
Right.
Use as much as you can as a prototype for a lot of shit. Because originally this music video was supposed to be an actual live video, but I'm like, I gotta fucking rent a horse. I gotta find a rail. I gotta find train. I gotta get Thomas dressed up. I gotta get dressed up. I gotta find people to lay on a fucking train track. It's cold as fuck. You know,
Right.
I tried to do this shit in like February, March. Shit was cold as fuck. Nobody wanted to do that. So I said, one of my friends said, why don't you just get it animated? I said, that's a great idea. And then I realized that's expensive as fuck.
That, yeah. It's like we're artists, but not rolling in dough. Like,
Right.
and that's the thing. I to me, when it comes down to AI in general, like I have friends who use Suno to create music. I create all my own music personally. But if you're a person who doesn't produce, is that a bad thing? You would have to pay a producer to make the music anyway. There's certain levels to it, and I feel like, okay, if you're able to produce your music, write your music, all that stuff, then do that. If you are not a writer, if you're not a producer, if you're not an engineer, then have someone do it. But it's cheaper, and more convenient to do it with AI. And I can understand how some people feel like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because it's not real, and it's also, I don't know what they're gonna say. Maybe that person should use generative AI instead, so that it's new created content compared to studied,
Hmm.
professionalized recreations. Let's say, for those people, I think that's what's out there for them. But for me, I'm like, yo, like my friends are making tracks. I'm like, yo, this is fire, bro. Like, this is the best thing I've heard, you know. And I'm like, I'm staying away from it as much as humanly possible. I'm just like, I'm still producing my stuff, still writing my stuff. I want it to be me. I want to have my flavoring in it. But I see
Well,
I drop it, and I'm like,
this goes back to what we were talking about. You could, uh, you could, I think for you very specifically, I think what is very necessary is a team.
hmm,
Um, Having a team that is all about just branding for JT, and that really changes a lot of things, because then you're not forcing yourself to not finish the project or know about or talk about the project. Um, and that's just something I also fucking struggle with, because sometimes we'll be like, "Oh, this is hot shit," and then we're like, "Oh, this we just needed to show it to one guy that's gonna tell us if it's shit or not."
yeah, yeah, and and even then, it's like it should be what you want to create. Like I take into account some albums may not hit the universe a certain way, but it might be the artist's best album to themselves. What they might be writing about. It should be your art. It should be your artistic flavoring as to what you want to express to the world. Because the people, even if it's a handful of people, the ones who appreciate it and the ones who get it would be like, I get it. This is wonderful. You know, you want to connect with those kind of people that are in the same mental space as you. At least for me, that's how I feel. I can make a song and people are like, that's dope. I'm like, I love it. That's great. I'm happy that a majority of my music people like. And it might be one or two songs I'm like, I don't like it. Someone else is like, I love this song. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. And then there's the songs where I'm like, I love this song personally. And people are like, I don't really think my thing. Cool, you know, that's fine. I love it because I made it and it encapsulated what I wanted to say in this particular song, you know, at this point in time. So I'd rather an artist be an artist. I know we're supposed to cater to the people, but then doesn't that line kind of make us go into like sellout territory, you know, to some degree? You know what I'm saying? Where the popularity of it more than the art and doing what we love.
Well, here's the thing: you make more money now on merch than you do actually being an artist, unless you get a 360 deal and somehow flip that out.
Yeah.
Let me be right back. I forgot I have food that was heating up.
Yeah.
BRB. All right, babe, you're on the podcast.
You owe me a new pen.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You owe me a new tennis.
You don't even play tennis.
I know what you want from me. I
can tell by the way your hands are touching me. There's nothing wrong with indulging in a little ecstasy. Let your imagination run, think where you're gonna be. Yeah, incense and candlelight, those are the only things burning up in here tonight. Tick-tock your body and ooh, girl, I'ma set you right. So no reason to fight because you know my love is so warm. Girl, my love is so warm, so warm, so warm. You won't want to leave. Girl, my love is so warm, so warm. Girl, your touch is so warm, so warm, so you. I didn't know what to do, like a daydream in my eyes. I would never fantasize.
I like how Riverside works in general, in the way that it has the setup.
Hold on, I have to put you down and then up because of how loud the screen.
Music was.
Cue me, sir. You just ran off with all your
Yeah.
chicken.
Okay. Here it is. I got it.
You don't want no chicken.
I did. I said I did. You just took all of
Nah,
the
babe. You told me you're vegan.
So where that chicken at?
You bullshit, not your ass.
Where that chicken at? Ooh.
I was gonna steal all the fucking,
I am.
all the mango habanero chicken.
No special gimmicks or plans. I won't even need to fly. Days go, I know that this night will end. When I get home done until we meet again, please don't go. Whatever you want from me.
Really, I don't know how to do. I'm trying to figure it out. I wish it did the same thing that Streamlabs did.
Across, I can't hear you over the music, but you're talking about Streamlabs.
Yeah. So Streamlabs lets me dual stream. I can stream both vertical and horizontal simultaneously. I liked it a lot. I don't. The podcasting elements are just like this. Same kind of idea. Like there's a website you can go to. You can do this. But it's weird because I think I have to go in and then set up only one way for it to be shown, which would be horizontal. If I really want people to be able to join us on Instagram and on TikTok, so I just find that kind of odd. I can do it with Streamlabs, but Streamlabs, I don't know how to add other people in, like through the desktop app. I guess you can say. So, but I do like it. I do like the way this works. Because my whole thing was this particular thing that we're doing now is just, I guess it's off the cuff talking. This whatever pops up, comes up. And like I come across videos and memes and stuff that I'll be sending to you anyway. But sometimes it's just cool conversational inputs that we can get from either you or even from Chrissy, from like just in general about what we've seen or what comes up in general, memes and video clips. Like I forgot, I'm on my own page. I forgot I had some of these videos here about, like I should have kept it. I wish they tagged me in it, but at the time I didn't have my Troy Kells account. But this thing already got like over 500,000 views, I think, between like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, like it which is crazy. It happened in like 2 days, 3 days. And it's funny to me because I didn't I'll be honest, I didn't really want to do this styling of it. I wanted us to make it more unique because it's a karaoke bar. But I guess it was like a viral thing that they said that they had saw it and wanted us to recreate. So it was pretty much 1-to-1 when I finally saw the other one. I think it was like a Japanese company or something like that.
Yeah, I would say
Oh,
what, even if you don't like something, but it's giving you good impressions and numbers. Oh yeah, I know this. I remember this one.
Yeah,
I would say do that as many times as you can, and don't give a fuck about what other people are doing, because the impressions for this can go crazy. You just probably didn't post it at the right time or right audience are seeing it.
Right. I mean, we got, like I said, it went over 500,000 views. So at the time, so and that was only in 2 days, and then it kind of like slowed down again. But I didn't post it. It was really Sing Sing. It's just a copy of it, so I could have it on my own page.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they had tagged me in the original, so I could have those numbers and stuff too. But I wish we could at least made it a little different. I didn't want to do an exact duplication of what's already done. We could have at least modified some things to make it a little bit more unique,
Mm-hmm.
for what karaoke is about, or just what I'm about, in general.
You know what? All honestly could also work in your favor.
Excuse me. Can you hold this for a second?
Okay, yeah, okay,
What a lot of people don't really do
Come inside for a
anymore.
beer?
yeah, sure.
All right, come in.
Okay.
Oh, here
You
you
could
go.
do like a
Thanks, man.
Do you remember where we met?
karaoke interview.
Outside on the street.
Hey man, you have something in your eye, man.
Oh,
You gotta wipe
honestly-
it off.
Thank you
Honestly,
so much.
Troy,
Oh my God. Oh,
I feel like
Hey man, you want a beer to go?
oh heck
you are
yeah.
the one person to make
Thank you.
people
Thank you for
want to
coming.
do this,
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
You're like, you're gonna
right? Like,
get a picture with you?
like
You went viral, man. So famous.
What?
Seriously, you're the guy,
you,
right?
you can choose.
So many
You
views.
could be like whoever sings the best.
The other
gets the
day, we saw
interview.
someone sweeping the streets.
Or
we took him inside and we
You
gave
could
him
dead
some
ass
beer.
just be like,
Asked him where he lived, and he said,
whoever picks
Outside on the
the,
street.
he
my
was
favorite
so
song
happy
of the
we gave
night.
him some
I'm
beer,
not gonna
and he
say
started
who,
to cry.
Oh my
but
God.
at 12 o'clock,
He touched our soul.
be on the stage.
Give him some
I will
beer
tell
to
you
go.
who sang my favorite song, and I'll interview that person.
That's so cool.
Excuse
I
me.
like that. That's
Can you hold this for a second?
pretty cool. Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh,
Sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you want to come inside for a
No.
beer?
Yeah, sure.
Like, I feel like if you were to do that, Troy, at any karaoke spot, they'll probably want to pay you more just for you interviewing
Outside
people.
on the street.
Because people
Hey,
wouldn't usually say yes.
Oh,
You gotta wipe it off.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Oh,
Or you have to pause the video.
Go?
oh heck yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
You're like, you're
I remember this one.
Hey, can I have your beer?
It was all right. Yeah, okay.
Oh, thank
Wait,
you.
it's still the whatever your screen sharing is twice as loud as you.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in mad low.
Nah, bro.
Hey man, is this you?
I could barely hear you over that.
Yeah, that is me.
God
You got this wrong. Nah, man.
pretty dumb.
That's crazy. This is why we're doing. This is why we testing stuff out right now to make sure everything's good.
See that volume knob right there? See if you can move it on the top of the YouTube right there.
But you look how low I have it. I made it lower.
Damn,
It's almost
bro.
nothing.
Bro, I have my speakers up just so I could hear you, but let's play the video. Watch. I'm gonna tell you if it's loud.
Let me see if they let me control the audio.
Oh, the output audio?
Yeah, because I don't see.
Yeah, yes, there's a setting I see that says output volume.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna switch to my Echo. Oh, I can't. It won't let me do it right now.
I don't really think it's the echo. I don't think it's that. Maybe the echo cancel.
Oh,
Not
sorry,
even echo
I'm at
cancellation.
my I'm at this mic. I'm not using this mic. I'm using the damn iMac mic for some reason.
Oh,
I'm like, wonderful. that was not part of my plan. You know what I'm saying? That was not what I wanted.
that makes more sense now.
Yeah, I'm like, So now I know I got to talk louder because this is clearly not going to be as loud. But I can change my audio settings to make sure I'm good. And it seems that my microphone. Oops. Test. Ooh, that's low. That's low. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. You know, it's funny. My sound overall says it's supposed to be going through my main mic, but it don't look like it. I'm pretty close to it, but maybe it is. Well, I might be right.
All right.
All right. Do I sound louder?
Yes.
Okay. I believe in miracles.
I love that song.
Oh yeah. Where are you from? You sexy thing.
I believe in miracles.
circles. Came along, you sexy babe.
You know what's sad? Every time I think about this song now, that the creator died. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey,
It's a shame.
what's going on?
It's a damn shame.
And
You know?
Skeletor.
Oh, snap.
Oh my god.
Am I able? Oh, I can see my save on my computer. Yes. All right, go back one time. All right, now I can see my save. This is amazing. No, I can't. Okay, here it is.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Oh, did you see that Star Fox trailer?
Yes, I did. And I was like, okay. Star Fox SNES again for the 5th time. Now the people look, I guess, grittier and more realistic, but it looks kind of weird to me. So I wasn't really loving it. I don't hate it. I just didn't love it. But the graphics look great, and I wish they would at least just give us something new. You know, like damn. I think the most new we've gotten so far, in all honesty, has been the most new we've gotten has been the one from Namco and Sega, the one on GameCube. I think that was the most newest one we got.
Are you talking about Star Fox Assault?
Yeah, I think it's Assault and Command, which is pretty unique. But I didn't really. I mean, I haven't played it yet. I have it, but I just haven't really played it.
I think Star Fox Assault is one of the best Star Foxes in this entire universe.
Yeah, and that game I thought was really cool. The multiplayer was pretty.
That's the reason why that was the best fucking multiplayer game of one of the best multiplayer games. Nintendo. There's Kirby Air Ride, you have Melee, and then you have Star Fox fucking Assault. Like they really went ham on that, and I'm surprised they never did a remake for it.
That's the thing, you know. I
was it not top selling?
It wasn't. Supposedly it wasn't. It supposedly didn't do that well, and they said Nintendo keeps saying they have issues trying to. They were trying to figure out what to do with both Star Fox and F-Zero, and it felt there's no further they can go with F-Zero. And I was like, the last F-Zero that came out is my favorite. F-Zero GX was amazing. Oh, F-Zero GX is amazing. But that's it. That was it. The most we got new was F-Zero 99. You know, I'm like, okay, that's just Super Nintendo F-Zero with a bunch of people. Okay, you know, that's a thing, you know. But I was laughing because it's funny that you mentioned that, because there was people on X, about to call it Twitter again. People on X were bashing the absolute dog crap out of the new Star Fox.
Oh yeah.
And
I think they I don't think people are ready for what's about to happen in that game, at least. Like, so in the lore, you know, all of them are supposed to have robotic legs.
That's what I thought. And
the reason why they would have robotic legs is because it's synced into being a pilot, so they can move, like maneuver better in the piloting of the Skywings.
Gotcha.
Now, in the first trailer they showed Falco with normal legs.
Yeah. And then they showed him with like bird legs, like later on. I was like, the heck is this?
Well, my theory is that they're going to chop off his legs.
Oh, interesting.
Because think about it. You wouldn't change a whole character design, especially when that character is also in Smash.
Yeah. That is also true. That is also true.
Like people don't care about Pippi or the bunny losing their legs, but Falco.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought this was interesting. They're going to give us animated, character heads now when we talk to each other through the cameras. So that was kind of cool. So
Wait, what?
Yeah, like so whenever if you use game chat now, they're going to let you use these 8 different artificial faces that you can.
Oh, that's so funny.
See?
So if I'm playing multiplayer and I pick Fox, you're gonna see my face do all this stuff. That's cool.
No, you you got to be able to. You have to have the game chat feature and the camera. So whenever you're chatting through game chat inside on the Switch 2, you can choose 8 different heads, like the Team Star Fox and then Team Wolf, and then you can pick their heads. So you can use it in any game. It's just your head overlay.
Huh.
No,
Wow,
that's kind of cool. I was like, okay, well, they could have been doing a lot more of this. Like, I don't know why. If they did this from the beginning, I would have been like, you know what, that's kind of a cool little thing to do. Like, have a cool little face on. But now all we have is just 8 faces. That's all we got.
and I still don't think it justifies getting a Switch 2 yet.
No,
Like,
it doesn't. See, look, he has bird legs here. Even his legs look different.
what the fuck? Ew. Pepe's is the only normal one.
Pretty much. I mean, like, yeah.
I'm telling you, they're gonna cut their fucking legs off. That's the storyline. Like, wait,
How does official renders? Their legs don't look like that in game.
wait. Think about it. Think about it like this too, right? In the Super Mario movie, the new one that just came out, Fox also still has metal legs.
Right. I mean, this is a huge jump, of course, for N64. I mean, let's be real. This is a dumb video, I think, personally. I think this is a dumb video. There's no comparison. You couldn't even have hair rendered, on the N64, let alone like. I think that's kind of dumb. Once again, another official.
They're cutting their legs. Look, wait, go to Fox's legs. They look more normal now.
They do.
They're cutting their legs off. I'm telling you, bro. That's gonna happen. There's no way. Like, it's gonna be like you find Falco and he's like, I'm missing legs. Because like what was that post? Like right there. Falco having regular legs is part of his canon.
Yeah.
For them to give I love that video right there that's playing right below.
Oh.
Yeah, and then that
Hands off my prey. Piece of cake. Hands off my prey. Piece of cake.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Hands off my prey.
That's pretty crazy. Here it is. You can do a walking character.
Hey, look.
But your mouth movement? Blinks. And your eyebrow movement as well.
Game chat
doesn't just
look
capture
like
your
this.
head movement.
Yeah. Only through game chat. That's it.
That's type wrong, but whatever,
I don't know.
Oh, look. Can't let you do that, Starbucks.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I remember that, dude.
Yo. That's crazy.
You gotta love Twitter.
I'm putting together a Star Fox team.
The Mad Hatter. The Angry Bird.
Oh my God. Yo. What the hell? Oh my God.
Clip that, chat. Clip that. It's gonna be clipped. You just literally just the video just you laughing at all 4 of these and be like,
I took us off the screen. I made it full. I made the clip thing full screen. I can make it.
good, because that means it recorded it that way.
Yeah. That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Between characters
They
is
felt like
also
they
back.
could- I thought that what they were going to do personally, I thought they're going to re-release before they dropped the new Star Fox. I thought they would re-release Guard and the Wii U Star Fox because people hated the fact you had to use the Wii U tablet to aim and shoot stuff. And I have a modded version where I don't have to use the Wii U tablet to do that, which makes the game a real Star Fox game as far as I'm concerned. But I just feel like when I got it, I was like, oh, I don't like this. I really wasn't feeling that. They should have given you an option to do the two. And the fact that they never gave you the option to do just regular play and with the Wii U remote, I thought that was a real big missed opportunity. So now that they basically just rebuilt the game again, it looks like I don't know. I mean, let's look at the side by side, I guess. I don't know why the video quality is so horrendous.
Because it's on Twitter.
Yeah, this is bad. It's horrendous quality. Jesus Christ.
Slippy, stay in formation.
Banter between characters is also back.
Now you've done it, Slippy. Bogey on your tail. Slippy, stay in formation.
I'm not gonna lie.
Banter between
I'm not gonna
characters
lie.
is
This
also
is really
Now you've done it,
stupid.
Slippy. Bogey on your.
But you cannot tell me that the water in the Wii U looks better than the Switch 2.
Yeah, it looks like beautiful ripples. Like, that looks amazing.
Like deadass, they look like it's the same
Slippy,
exact
stay
fucking
in
game.
formation.
Banter between characters is
Other
also
than like the
back.
warm
Now
against
you've
the
done it,
background or
Slippy.
whatever.
Bogey
and
on
the
your
mountains and
tail.
stuff.
Slippy, stay in formation.
I have a full
Banter
comparison.
between
Let's
characters
check
is
that full
also back.
comparison.
Now you've done it,
I
Slippy.
am
Bogey
curious
on your tail.
about. Come on.
What
4K baby.
you're seeing is footage of the game in action. While stage layouts have been kept the same, the visuals have received a major upgrade.
Except the water.
Formation.
Banter between characters is also
It looks
back.
different.
Now you've
It
done it,
looks like
Slippy.
they
Bogey on your tail.
went in a completely different artistic approach.
Cover me while I fine tune my sensors.
Well, what I see here, right,
Thanks, Fox.
is that they put more field of depth in the Switch 2 version.
happens, my team's
This is Fox McCloud. Corneria is a planet teeming with life and the beating heart of the system. Replay stages with a different approach to find ways through that are off the beaten path.
You'd better be
I
right
don't
about
think
this,
they're showing us the
Falco.
same stuff. 'Cause I'm like,
I say we trust Falco's instincts.
What I do like about the Wii U
Targets up
version
ahead.
is that they
Let's
made
rock
the
and roll.
that there was like land and water stages.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
What you're
But
seeing is
they're not
footage of
doing that for the
game in
remake,
action.
right?
While stage layouts have been kept the same, the visuals have
It
received
looks
a
like it's
major
just
upgrade.
people just redone it.
Just straight up R-wing the whole fucking
Stay in
game, right?
formation.
Banter between
That's what it seemed like.
characters is also back.
Now you've done it, Slippy.
No,
Bogey
you
on
did
your
the sub
tail.
one too. Sorry.
Cover me while I fine tune my
Sub one was
sensors.
wrong. You might get the
Oh,
water.
you
I
got him?
don't remember seeing that in
Thanks,
the video. I
Fox.
just remember seeing the sub.
You seem a little on edge. But as it happens, my team's
This
available
is
to
Fox
deploy
McCloud.
So I guess it's like not
Corneria is a planet teeming with
one-to-one,
life and the
but-
beating heart of the system.
Yeah, everything looks completely different.
Replay stages with a different approach to find ways through that are off the beaten path.
You'd better be right about this, Falco.
I don't know.
I say we trust Falco.
Decision. I didn't expect this. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I didn't expect this. It wasn't.
I mean, it's not necessary, but I would say like if they do this, they definitely need to bring Assault back. Like if Nintendo wanted a multiplayer game, it's definitely not the first Star Fox that I would fucking chant for.
Right.
The fuck is that?
So 3DS.
The 3DS one was hilarious.
interesting decision. I don't know. And granted, I haven't played Star Fox 2 yet. You know, I haven't got really a chance to really delve into it. I feel like they could have at least maybe went with Star Fox 2. We just re-release the Wii U version. It's already built, and then you move over, and then you give us a remake of Star Fox 2. That would have been like, oh snap, you know, like something cool and different. I don't know how good Star Fox 2 is because I haven't really played it.
It feels like nobody has actually played Star Fox 2.
Yeah, I just never really stopped to be like, let me play this. Star Fox SNES I beat to death. N64 I beat to death times 100.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, multiplayer, everything. Like I ran that game into the ground. Oh yeah, this is the worst downgrade. Easily the worst. This is hilarious.
Damn.
This is hilarious. Yeah, this right here though.
Star Fox the crackhead.
Yo, they destroyed this character. She looks like
I don't even know her name.
I forgot it. Krista or something like that.
It's not Crystal.
No.
That's the other one. That's the one. That's the Adventures one. You're thinking of Adventures when you say Crystal.
Yeah, that's not her. They said her name in the video, and I was like, oof. I was like, what happened? This is not the way to go.
Jambalaya.
Yeah, that's a god dang. That's crazy.
Crystal been hit a little bit of that crystal, you know what I mean?
That is yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, this is Star Fox. I'm glad Star Fox has come back out. I don't know exactly how well this is going to go, but someone said this is what the design looks like to them for Star Fox.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man. I feel like Ganon doesn't look very different. He looks kind of the same. Yeah.
Fox. I mean, Fox sort of looks more homeless in this one, but you know, like they're not far off until we start getting the live action. Because aren't we getting a live action Zelda?
We are. They said he's going to be talking and everything.
What the fuck?
So, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense to some degree. He has to be able to talk to be able to grow up. And there we go. That's the Galaxy version of Fox. I thought was a cool.
I think that's a perfect version of him. Like
even the designer said that. The original designer, he was like, I think I prefer the movie version of Fox. And,
over this new shit that they're doing, right?
Yeah, they're doing something. They're doing something. You know, Nintendo, the Switch 2, I've had it since it came out. I played it more for playing my old Switch games better than buying new Switch games. There's not many games that you want to play on the Switch 2. Honestly, for me at least, first game I got, you know, came with it, Mario World. You know, Mario Kart World is. Here's the thing: the Mario Kart World, when I first got it, before they did all the little updates to it to improve the world element of it, it just wasn't like the greatest thing to me. I just felt like it was cool. It wasn't bad. I fell asleep. I fell asleep on it.
I knocked out.
Yeah, I fell asleep on that joint. It was a wrap, and I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I came back to it. I played some races. The races were good, but I kept going back to the world. I'm like, the world is boring. Like, it's empty. Like, they have things you can hit and you can like grind on and stuff, but overall, it was nothing like special about it. It wasn't anything like that was like incredible. And I kind of felt like, why would you not populate the world with other people, which would add a whole nother level of interactivity to it, and then they were forcing down people's throats these intermission levels where you had to drive through the.
Oh yeah, you have to drive to the next fucking destination. I heard about that.
Right, and people hated it, and then
they took it
like,
out.
We're gonna fix it eventually, and all they did was just update so you couldn't go around. You couldn't go around the intermission levels anymore, and they were like, we're gonna add a few more extra things to kind of spice stuff up, and they did that, but it still wasn't like, you know, I haven't gone back to touch that game since I bought it last year. Jesus, you know, Donkey Kong looks good. Donkey Kong Bonanza looks good. I played the demo. I enjoyed the demo. I haven't bought the game yet, but I figured I will. I love Metroid Prime, but I haven't bought Metroid Prime 4, mainly because I need to go through Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. When I have Metroid Prime 1, I got to the very end, and I don't know what happened. I must have like just stopped playing it out of the blue. So I have like every version in existence. I have like the GameCube version. I got the Wii trilogy. You know, I got enhanced versions of it. So I got the Switch version, enhanced, whatever it's called, remastered. Still haven't like
still haven't touched that.
Sat down to beat it. I think I might play it on the Wii, only because I think that might be kind of cool to do. But they have it released on VR now, which is insane.
Wait, what game?
They got Metroid Prime VR now.
What?
Bro. Metroid Prime VR.
That sounds like fun.
Insane. Check this out. Metroid Prime. It is insane. Insane. I saw this and I was like, yo. Motion controls, everything. Insane.
You should come and check it out. Now, it is definitely worth mentioning as well. There is a new version of Dolphin VR that's currently in early access and available. Very early days. I couldn't get anything like this working on it, but I expect at some point we will be able to. The new version is Dolphin Open XR. Now, that in itself is very exciting because Open XR always gives me, anyway, better performance than Open VR. If I can use the Oculus runtime, I will, rather than Steam's VR runtime. And that new version is, it looks like much more feature and content complete than this old version of Dolphin VR. Now, the way this new version is being spoken about in the Discord,
he's still louder than you.
Approaching it as if it's a UEVR type.
Yeah, he's still loud as fuck.
Quite modular, and you can amend and change the games and make.
Oh no, don't bring it up.
No, it was already. You see where it's at, right?
I saw it. Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Oh, that's so crazy.
So clean.
He has a great set of like videos where he just goes to all these amazing VR, you know, items and games and demos. I played Doom in VR, and I'm not talking about the official one, but like regular Doom and Brutal Doom in VR, which is insane. There's a lot of cool things. I love VR. I love 3D. I love VR. And people will say like VR is not the future of technology. It's already here. It's not even like it is or it isn't at this point anymore. I just think it's, as it continues to advance in its own way and becomes more compatible with people. I'll say it like that, because some people need to have their C legs or their VR legs to be able to handle high motion and a lot of things, because the screen door effect, even if it's little, and the way things move, especially with racing games and stuff with VR, can make people sick.
Yeah.
For me, I never really had that issue. The closest I got is playing Arizona Sunshine on PSVR, but feeling like a little uneasy, but not like my stomach. I just felt like I had like a light headache. But I was, you know, it was just, I felt hot. Like,
well, it's also like our brains and dealing with the blue screen after a while. Like it's about the intensity or what the game, you know, like certain sounds and visuals can really fuck you up. Like if you play loud decibels and stuff like that. Honestly, oh, this looks so nice. You know, Resident Evil 4 and Requiem is on VR.
I thought Requiem was on PSVR.
VR, sorry, yeah, PSVR.
And then
I saw people fucking holding dual assault rifles on Requiem and just fucking going ham on that game. Because it doesn't have a limit on what you could hold in VR. So you could hold a knife and a gun at the same time and just do whatever you want.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like look it up. PSVR Requiem. I don't know if it's allowed or if it was a mod, but the dude was just running through a whole fucking town with 2 AK-47s.
Let me see. Oh, this is flat out VR. That's dope. Okay. So RE9 VR dual. Resident Evil 4. 9.
Ooh, okay. What's the price?
Wow. Looks good. That's crazy. Looks really good. PSVR, man, that's nuts. That is nuts. Oh, I forgot there's no sound.
I've had to bring it down a bit from balance. The balance looks so much better than this, but it's because I'm recording. You know, it's just using a lot of system resources.
Damn, that thing loud.
But this is
That's
crazy.
so crazy. I don't know how is that loud.
We're in. Right, where's Requiem? Broski. That is so cool. That is epic. All right. Hold on. Wow. No. Yes. Can I use this or not? Oh, fuck yeah. Come on. I need to...
That should look like a
Oh, there
whole
we
hammer.
go. Right. Figured out how to
That's
sharpen. That's good to know. I do love using the axe. How do I reload? All right.
Get Brentwood locked down.
What? Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's the one to thank for all the excitement.
I can't actually remember if there's any more ammo laying around. I know there's a herb somewhere. Oh, dude, this so reminds me of The Last of Us. This bit. Yeah, I'm not doing hurricane kicks. Oh!
Wow.
What did I get? Oh, I got bullets. Nice. Get off that man.
Shoot, I got PSVR 2. I might have to buy this, man. Shoot. I got PSVR 1 and 2.
Nice.
Dude, this is so cool.
I just wish that they made the
there's the herb.
PSVR 1 games compatible.
Yeah.
Just done if they didn't make that compatible.
Whoa!
I gotta figure out what I should do with my Oculus. I need to sell that shit, but it doesn't even work. So.
They got all
Oh,
kinds
it's
of like
nuts. All right, let's keep moving.
assuring things you can do that'll give you like some money back for whatever you have.
Well, it's the Oculus
love the
Rift, the
melee
first
stuff?
one. So like, I don't know if they're gonna be shipped out.
I just
Let's
have
make
my
this
version, my dev and my first release as my
Like, quick.
as a collection item. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't remember where I'm going. Oh shit! Oh, me, get up there. Thank you.
All right, I gotta be right back.
Oh, we got
I'm
stuck
holding
in.
some garbage.
Leon, have you
This
located
is
Victor?
crazy.
Oh,
I
good.
didn't
That was
realize
amazing.
that they had this. That's crazy. I want to see that dual wield. I don't want to spoil it for me. Like I want to.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil. I
Wheel.
didn't see any spoilers. I would say dual wield. Wield.
Ah,
There you go. The first one. Look at how stupid this looks when they're
this was
dual wielding.
Resident Evil 4 though.
Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
right
Never
here.
mind.
This is
mind.
Village.
No, that's
Before
Village.
No.
No, damn. What about the? It says a mod. What's that first mod right there?
This must be it.
That's Village.
Yo.
I would do the same exact thing in that game.
Okay, rabbits. You give up, girl. All right, let's go. Okay. Oh, what's up, girl? What's up?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you can dual wield with both guns is pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Oh,
There you go. Right there. Right there. I think that's the one.
7 seconds long. Oh, two-handed.
Oh, never mind. That's so dumb. It's not what I meant to. It's not what I was. No, that's not what I was looking at. Oh my God, Turtles Tournament Fighter. I forgot about how good that game was. That was so goated.
I used to love the one for Super Nintendo. The other one I was like, you know, one and two-handed recoil VR.
No, it's not it.
No.
Like you'll know it when you see it. It's like that. It's like that video, how to dual wield effectively in RE4. But I feel like I only found it on like YouTube or Instagram. But there is possibilities, like as you can see. It's just probably a mod or something.
Yeah, I don't. What is this like GoldenEye?
Was that it? I saw them dual wield. Go back up.
What is it?
No, up. I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. It looks like that would be.
Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video.
Tutorial on guide.
Resident to manage. Go.
I just wanted to see the
Instruction.
action.
The
Show me the action.
right thumbstick.
Hello.
Do
Clicking on, and it's really hard. He said to.
Do the
A
cut.
bit tricky to find the prompt.
Do the cut.
Grab the keys.
No, he's not doing it. He's not. He's definitely not doing the two-handed. He ain't two-handing shit.
He's a liar.
From behind by a tongue.
Well, I feel like the mod we're watching right now is for him to play it on the Oculus, not P. Oh no, that is PSVR.
Well, no, that's the Oculus 3 right there, but it officially came out for PSVR 2, but there's a mod that came out.
And we need to get in that room there.
Yeah, he's not doing it. He is lying. He lied.
This motherfucker is lying.
They got a lightsaber in freaking.
Yes, in Village.
What?
You have to like beat the game you have to beat mercenaries mode to like get it.
That's crazy.
When I find it.
That sucks. Yeah, it's like I wanted to see that.
Well, I guess look at the RE4 one. I think you'll laugh when you see it. Like right there, dual wield.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just look at the dual wielding. No, he's dual wielding the shotgun, like holding it. That's not. I think if you go all the way up, you'll see like the video that we were talking. Like it's RE4, but there you go. That could be one. I didn't even know you could do that in the game.
Yeah, I know in the Oculus one you can do that. This is PSVR 2. Okay.
I think it's a loop.
Yeah.
God damn.
Good clean loot. Dual pistols versus Verdugo.
Oh, look at that first one right there. Oh no, go back.
Oh, you can also in VR dual wield guns, which you'll see me do probably a lot.
That first one right there. Yeah, that's. They need to make sure you can see it.
Yo, that's the best knife ever. Shoot, like the knife is normally the worst weapon in history. Like
that man was a sashimi player.
That's crazy. Like that didn't make any kind of sense. There's cat ears on his head. Yes, he does. Oof. That's what's up.
Oh, you can also in VR
dual wielding in
dual
VR,
wield
man.
guns.
That's what I'm talking about. That's dope.
Which you'll see me do probably a lot when I get another pistol.
That is dope.
Shotgun and pistol is silly. Oh, you can also in VR.
That's cool. Yeah,
dual
I
wield.
need to dust off the PSVR 2 and
Go to 10 with that baby. Have you been what is it? Recording any more music?
No, I've been working so much, man. Not working so much, but trying to find work and then dealing with some home things. It kind of took me away from my focus, and I'm like, you know what? Regardless of what goes on here at home, I gotta stick to what my goals are, what I'm trying to do. So I'm like, nah, eat differently and apply for what I gotta apply for and work for what I gotta work for, but don't stop doing my music, don't stop writing, because then I'm just gonna give up and then it's gonna fall to the wayside like it's already has been. It's already been falling to the wayside for how long now? So it's like, I need to really get on board and knock this stuff out. So I've been trying to push myself as much as I can, trying to make sure I eat a little differently. I'm getting older, man. So I'm like, I'm eating certain things. I'll be like,
Yeah, you got a protein max, carb deficient.
Yeah,
it sucks, but like for me, it's been like a matcha wake up or coffee wake up, and then I feel like for you, JT, start with a run because you have such a nice neighborhood. You could just get up and run. I mean, you may scare all the white ladies in the morning, but you get that cardio in. They'll be like, "Ooh, look at this man."
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm shoot, man. I was getting back pain the other day. I'm like, why am I getting back pain? This is so random. Like,
I feel that right now. What the fuck you mean? I feel that right fucking now.
I don't normally get back pain like that. I only get back pain when I know I'm overweight again. I'm like, yeah, I'm overweight. So I'm like, it's time for me to. Before my son moved in, I didn't eat carbs at all. No rice, no bread, no pasta. It was just eggs, deli meat,
You also got to be careful with deli meat now. They're classified as a carcinogen.
Jeez, man.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see what versions of deli meat I can even get at this point. If that's even the case. So it's just my eating habits have radically changed, and it's not like I eat a lot. I eat at the wrong times. And that's what it boils down to. I'll sleep a lot, and then at night I'm like, let me, eat some food. And I'm like, yeah, it's only 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, no, you gotta eat the lightest things. Like you gotta probably for you stack up on yogurt, and you'll see a big difference.
Bro, I got so many yogurts. I don't know if the things even expired yet. I gotta see if I can still eat that stuff. I got tons of them. I ate so much. I used to eat yogurt like crazy, but I got to a stint where it was just so much of it I just never got a chance to finish. I'm actually gonna try some of my yogas today and see if they're still good.
Oh, JT, I have a great you could still do this. I know you would be the only person that probably make this the most entertaining. You could do covers, right? But then also I think you should do vocal tutorials on like how you should enunciate certain songs or words, or give a bit of insight on how talented your fucking voice is. Also, I realized something I fucked up on, but we did everything right for you. So I was speaking with my agent the other day, and he said people don't give a fuck about reels anymore. So chop up everything we did into each individual piece and then submit it that way. You could still do the reel, send in a reel, but like, for example, the commercial voice, submit that by itself for a commercial.
Interesting. Okay.
Because what we're doing is giving too much, too little time, not enough depth. And what they want is just what they're asking for. So everything we did is correct. But for example, have you been on Backstage or Up to Date Actors yet?
I'm on Backstage. I didn't know anything about the other website you mentioned.
Backstage is type dead, I'm not gonna lie, but Actors Access is where more castings happen, and casting networks. But Backstage, you can get a lot of good roles, but Actors Access is what a lot of agents and casting networks is what they use. Just directly submit. And if you want, I could give you the email to my agent so that you could, audition and he'll get you roles. He'll just ask you to do more headshots though.
Shoot, look, I'm down. Like I said, this is the year I'm going ham.
Good.
I'm going ham.
So you know me, expect me to be annoying the fuck out of you about a lot of things.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you there to push me like that, because I'm like, okay, fine, let's do it. And I'm not even like doing anything else. It's just I'm just in general exhausted emotionally from everything else that's happening. I'm like, gotta push that off and stay focused on the goal. Stay focused on the goal. Stay focused.
Making money on the things you like. And you are the first person we can think of that should be doing that immediately off their voice. So I would say, if you have friends that are editors, or what I would say for you, JT, is have your Illuminati group, Illuminati production group. The reason why I say that is because they could still be a part of the group or whatever you're doing, but you also want to know if they could help edit, take photos, give feedback, something that really aids to what you're doing without you having to change what you're doing. Like, oh, I'm recording myself. What do you guys think? Well, how should I edit this? How should I post this? Because the problem is, if we just post once and then we don't post anything else, the consistency is what fucks us up. And our ADHD, like, remember how we spoke about ads?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, you're supposed to post like 3 to 4 times a fucking day if you actually want to get to 10K in like a month. That's hard as fuck. Anything. Anything.
To get a gig to do voiceover for ads?
Not a gig. No. I'm talking about just like viewers and followers and shit like that.
Okay.
No. But people don't take you seriously until you get to 10K.
Yeah.
So
I'm not surprised.
So with that analogy, I want you to start thinking about what can I post every day, less than 30 seconds, that is useful, funny, entertaining, or something of the above, and that helps my brand push forward. Because it's sort of monotonous to pay for ads when you're doing it by yourself and you're not knowing if it's going to work. Yeah. But if you know it does work, just rinse and repeat that routine. So for example, if you had a reel of yourself being like, like singing or making it a comedic thing, you already know how to do it. Yeah. We just want to see you do more of that.
That's why I've been wanting to do this thing. I haven't really talked about it much, but I want to do this skit that I do once in a while. Well, I'm an engineer, a sound engineer that has all these wacky people coming into my studio recording crazy songs and stuff. So
yeah,
like you just get the most wildest people. Like I'm gonna have this one guy, and he'll come in like, "Hello, jubilations, and today is the glorious of the high moon, and I bestow upon you all the blessings in the universe to converse into your mind and make you feel some, blah 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 blah."
I have my cousin Jorge. He doesn't know how to say words sometimes, but he'll be like, how we say harmonies.
Yeah,
He'd be like harmonization. I'm like, bro, that's
You're
not a
making
word.
Making up his own words, right?
Harmonize. I'm like, bro, that's not a word.
He's like, I'm gonna harmonize with you right now. Harmonizing. Yeah. It's just
But honestly, JT, you should come to Naked Angels on Tuesday. I don't know if you're doing gigs on Tuesdays.
I did a gig this Tuesday, and I actually came to the city. Like, I had a good time in the city on that Tuesday. I drove up, man. Look, I had a client. I've been doing a lot of old folks' homes. I don't know how to say it better than that. I know I'm saying the wrong terminology, but you know what I'm trying to say. And they're wonderful. Like, I had such a great time with them, and they're very, very friendly and very happy. And I was supposed to just DJ, and I sung for like 2 hours for them, and DJ very little. And then, but this place was 56 miles away from my house. I was like, oh my God.
So I hope you wrote everything off for your taxes.
Well, I'm gonna have to this year because
No, everything you do. There's an app where they just keeps you just. I would say for you, because anytime you leave your place, you should at least get a tax write-off. You specifically, the tolls, everything add up. Like, I'm not paying shit for taxes this year because I wrote everything off. Every single fucking thing I paid for, wrote off. I'm not making money back, but I don't have to pay shit because I paid for gas.
Yeah.
So same for you. Keeper, I think, is one of them, or something else. There's another one.
So it was $200. I made $200, but I spent. I only got $30 from like some gas station. By the time I got back, I had no more gas. I was like, yo, I paid tolls out the wazoo. I just drove 114 miles rather, but there and back to make $200. I was like, this is not a good idea. It took me 2 hours to get there. It was almost 3.5 hours to get back. I'm like, this ain't good. I need local stuff. I need stuff by me. This is killing my pocket. I'm not really making. It's not equating to be enjoyable anymore. Where it's like, maybe I made $100. Maybe, I gotta get gas again. I had numerous tolls. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, just doing. I'm doing karaoke events publicly on Mondays. I'm trying to pick up pianos. I gotta try to lock them in again. And then someone wants me to start doing Bronx Beer Hall on Fridays, which I think would be pretty cool. So, these are things that are up in the air for me right now. But right now, I'm only working at one place. And that's the only regular cash I have coming in. Now work is going to start coming in because it's the middle of the year. And this is when people start to book for private events. And that's where it's like, okay, it's a G for a private event or, whatever, $800. And, but the beginning and end of the year, it's always like, oof. this ain't it. This ain't it, man. I talk to other people who do karaoke and they host, and they're like, yo, they don't want to do it no more. They either getting undercut, not paid on time, or it's just not enough to warrant doing this as a career. It's one thing when you live in New York and you're not that far, and maybe you're a roommate to like 3-4 of the people splitting your rent, and it's like $700. It's a difference when my mortgage is $2,700 a month.
Damn.
And then I still have to deal with my car note and then gas and tolls. And that doesn't include if you get a drink or eat, and anyway in between. Apart from all the tires I've gone through and all the rims I've destroyed with my car going to New York City and back, because the potholes are like right in front of you and you can't turn because people are like right next to you.
Yep.
So it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. And then New York just wants to take more and more money from you for no freaking reason. It just wants to diddy you in your pockets, like to the maximum level, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. So, and every place is closing. People aren't making enough money or whatever. So, for me, my friend asked me, he's like, "You dating anybody?" I was like, "Nah, man. I ain't got the time. I ain't got the energy. I don't got the funds to be dealing with that. I might go out with someone here and there, but it's a rarity, and I'm not personally looking for that right now. I'm very much so back in my bubble, as I tell people. I'm in my own personal bubble, where I'm
make that money bubble until you hit the number that you need, and then double it and double it and double it and double it. Yeah, I think one of the places that may liven you, if you have time on like a Thursday or something, they moved First Live to a place called Alphaville on Thursdays, which I think is near Pianos. I would implore you to say, when you go outside, don't be afraid to market and try to build off of like people that are already doing it as an artist or production team, and don't be afraid to ask them is the most important thing. Like, oh, you guys, you did this video and all this stuff. Who did that? Right? Like, who shot it? Who came up with the idea? And that idea that you have for the people coming into the studio, you could bring that into Naked Angels. That's why I was asking about Tuesdays, because if you came in, I know you would get casted immediately, because nobody's like you, Troy. And if you were to write a script, I swear to God, you would have all the feedback that you need, and probably people that would shoot the video for you. That's just the many hands I'm a part of, But I think in the grand scheme of things, just keep your head on the swivel, and just make sure you hit your maintenance every day.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but like, for example, for me, it's like 50 push-ups. I did 100 with a couple of kids 4 hours ago, so I'm fucking good off that right now. But squats, running, stretch, all that, like, as hard as you go waking up, you have to be as hard as you can stretching or relaxing.
Yeah.
But right now, it's summer's about to be here in 1 month less.
So little time left, boy.
Right. I think for you specifically, try to find your Illuminati team that you could build. I'm so dead ass, like that aren't biased, that won't talk too much, that won't weigh you down, that are a part of the industries, and one or two that aren't a part of the industry, but someone that for a fact will be there if, like, yo, I edited this. How should I format this? Yeah. Should I post this? Should I talk about this? Can I continue doing that? Should I continue doing that? And I want you to try to, not for this week, because we're already in the middle of the fucking week.
Yeah.
Try for next week to plan out a whole 5 to 6 days worth of content. But it should not be the same thing.
Yeah.
So split, and then, it could be a cover of you, or part of the podcast, or even signups, or like talk about the piece that you would write. You have so many people that follow you already. I'm damn well sure a lot of these people will do it for free and will fucking do whatever you want because of your personality as a host. They know you enough that if you were to be like, yo, da 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 da, and continue, people would have no choice but be like, I want to support this man in any way possible. So you just got to give them so many flavors and see which one works, that you just repeat that. So you already have skits. You could re-upload the skit on your own channel, on your own Instagram account if it's not there already, if Sing Sings didn't put it there for you, and see how those numbers pair up. Because even though it's old to you, it is dead ass new to anybody else that didn't turn on Instagram for a minute. And remember, the algorithm will fuck with your numbers.
Yeah.
So just because the first 50 people didn't see it, just imagine they never saw it and try again.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, well, first off, hi, what's up, Clef Jones? I think that's Duncan. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Oh, and
No,
Ari, what's
Duncan
up, Ari? What's
Robinson.
going on? No, you're right. Like I want to. I've been wanting to try to. I just have to buckle down, set some time aside, and just focus. I've been doing everything else, working on the box to keep my sanity. I'm always finding something new I want to do to the box that I want to do. To do this, to do that. And I didn't make any radical changes. I just I made some little tinkers. I took the Japanese ROMs out that weren't English and put them in their own folder, or with Spanish or Spain or France or Germany. I put them in their own folder, like stupid stuff like that. But that for some reason keeps me sane amidst all the nonsense going on, and it keeps me like it keeps me emotionally grounded. It keeps me sane amidst all the nonsense, and but now I got to the point where it's like there's not much left for me to really do other than upgrade to the next final box, and I won't be doing that until next year. So I'm like, I can't use this as an excuse anymore. There's nothing. I don't have to do any of this stuff that I'm doing right now.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. You could, even if you were to deep dive all that, it would take you forever. But to be able to create the team that you need probably wouldn't take you that long.
Yeah.
Or do the things you need wouldn't take you too long. So like for me, I fuck around with CapCut. If I'm on CapCut, I'm making a video or I'm editing something. And like you saw, like nobody told me to do that.
Right.
I just made a deadline for myself. I already had the footage. I either could have sat on it or not used it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make gold out of shit. It's either that or nothing. And you gotta think about that, right? Like, you can't be attached to everything you post. You just got to know what works and continue to do it. And if you have to make sure that it's properly formatted, or else people don't give a fuck. So you can't really be offended by it. But as soon as people see black bars on anything, they feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't, bro.
You know,
I get it. I get
you know how it goes.
I get it. I'm trying to do the best I can and make that happen. So, I've been away for a minute, and like I said, I want to make sure I get back into the level of shape I want to be. I want to make sure I'm working on my music and knocking stuff out, at least giving it a good shot. So I think I just need to reassess everything by the end of this year, beginning of next, to say, am I staying in New York City to continue down this path?
Unless you find yourself a sugar mama that's like 60 and always doing birthdays. Actually, what could also work for you? Going to no, I was about to say you need a band to do that. Never mind. I was about to say go to hotels and play shows there, and then I realized I'm like, you need a band to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps. I did an event a few months ago with just audio, which was fine, but still, it's better with a band. I need a good band. I need a very versatile band. That's what it is. I need a very versatile band.
Well, JT, remember, if you really want to get work and work a lot, remember the hall is always open, Local 1.
Do they have what bands there?
No. I was talking about being a stagehand.
Oh, I took my knee, brother. My knee is damn near shot.
Fuck. I was about to say, as long as you could do a squat, it would be fine. And I realized
that might be my last squat. If I'm carrying someone's speakers, I'm like squat, and my knees are like goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm getting stronger. Don't get me wrong.
We need to strengthen that knee. I need you to kick a few footballs right now.
Yo, I would love to do that. I did physical therapy for almost 2 years. I can run up and down stairs better now. Still awkward, but man,
practice makes perfect.
It does.
That's all we got to do.
I realized that I need to stand it in funny, awkward ways, because I stepped off the car last week And all I did was just step backwards, but step backwards in a funny, awkward way. And my knee was about to give out immediately. And I was like, "Oh snap!" I've literally like L'd backwards and had to catch myself magically on that same knee, and the pain was astronomical. But I guess I needed to do that, you know. But I just stepped funny, and my knee was like, and I was like, "Oh god."
So that just stretches now. You just gotta stretch like crazy, and you gotta try to do some RDLs or squats, only because after a while, you know, you're gonna be forced to do a squat on something that you don't want to. You don't want to hear a sound when you know how steady it could be later on.
Oh yeah, bro. And I'm gonna try to do some more with it now. I feel like I'm stronger now than I was, you know, even a year or so ago. When I go up the stairs, I can kind of tell how I'm feeling. And when I'm like, "Oh wow, this is good. I feel light." I'm like, "Okay, now I know I'm healing." Before I'd be like, "I'm still in pain. I'm still in pain. It didn't change. It's been years, you know." But now it's getting better, and I'm just glad I'm able to walk like a human being. I wouldn't want to be walking like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to look cool, and you know,
hard to look like a pimp. Hard to look like a pimp when you're walking like a dolphin.
Exactly. Like, you know, I was like, yo, you know, that was my biggest concern. Like, will I be able to walk normal? And sometimes I feel awkward because I can feel the tightness, and I'm like, I'm walking.
You gotta go on those. I know you hate this. I know you're gonna hate this because it makes you feel very awkward. Like what I said earlier, but I would try and suggest for you, right? Let's say it hits midnight. No TV, no nothing, right? Just sleep however you can, wake up however you can. But if it's 6 a.m. and you don't have to go anywhere, go on that jog without touching your phone or nothing. Well, you could bring your phone because you might need to, answer a few things. But like, go on. I'm gonna go out for a jog or a run and feel the air hitting me. Your brain, when you do cardio in the morning so early, it's put into overdrive mode, and it doesn't allow you to go back to rest mode. Do you understand? So I remember reading it somewhere. It's like if you go for a run early in the morning, you're like 20% smarter throughout the rest of the day.
That makes sense. I like that.
That blood flow, baby.
I'm about to start just doing some walking. You know.
Yep.
Duncan's
yep.
Right. Duncan
that
said,
works.
Perfect practice makes perfect. He's right. I gotta
exactly.
Just gotta get on it. You know, I gotta get to cracking. You know.
Exactly. Then you get to cracking.
Get to crack.
Yeah. No, not that crack.
What do you mean by that?
One of my coworkers said something funny today. He said, we were talking about you good, right? Like people in New York know you good, right? And he was like, I was just walking my roommate's dog, and she scared the dog scared a bigger dude, and I went, you good? And the dude almost pressed me, like he pressed me after I asked him, you good? It was like, no, it was a general question, not like
I'm just trying to fight you, bro.
Yeah. he was like, yo, this dude was trying to square up with me after that. And like, yeah.
Oh my god. But that's the thing. It's like, you know, that's a very New York thing, I think. Like, you good? You good? I don't know if every other spot says that. I think only New York really says that. I heard some crazy slang. I don't know if it was like Philadelphia or Boston. They were saying something like something wild, like, you know, like you wet.
Wait, say that again.
Something like you wet.
You bang?
Yeah. Something like you bang or you wet.
You wet?
Trying to get wet. So crazy.
Yeah,
like,
I've heard shit like that. I'm just like,
who made this?
I'm sturdy, bro.
No, that's violation 101. I don't know. Am I wet? Bro, what?
Not the right question.
What are you talking about, bro? Like, no.
No.
I didn't. I still haven't seen the Super Mario Galaxy movie yet. I haven't seen it yet.
What? All right. Fuck out of here. Hold on. I have to shit, but I will text you. I'm gonna text. Wait, hold on. You already know the website, I will believe, right?
I mean, I can watch it. I know I can watch it. I have it. I have all the stuff to watch it. I just haven't seen it yet.
Just don't see Scream 7. That shit was ass.
I haven't seen the Screams since like Scream 2 or 3. So I
Good. You're not gonna give a fuck about this new one. Like the kills are cool. That's it.
I'm only interested in 3, maybe 4 movies. Mortal Kombat 2 looks good. I want to.
It comes out this weekend.
Street Fighter looks zany. I don't know. It looks kind of crazy. I gotta watch it either way. It is. Will I go to pay for it in the movie theaters? I don't know about that. I don't have the desire to want to do that. But
I don't have the desire to pay for a fucking movie ticket, unless it's Doomsday.
Yes. Now that. Yes.
I don't want to be spoiled for Doomsday. Mortal Kombat 2, I don't really give 2 fucks about like seeing it in the theater or not, because it's going to end up on bootleg sites faster than I can count. So why would I want to watch it on IMAX? That's like paying for the club and then like leaving 30 minutes afterwards. I've done it. Do I want to do it? No.
Yeah.
Unless it's fucking Doomsday, which would be spoiled immediately.
Yeah. I'm going to 40X for that. So you already know. You know, I'm down for that. Duncan says his favorite Scream is Scary Movie. You know, they had a new Scary Movie coming out. I just saw the trailer.
Yes, there is
today.
Yes, there is.
I was like, yo, another Scary Movie's coming out. So yeah, I love that. Another Resident Evil is coming out, but it looks very different than what I expected.
You should watch it. Have you seen the movie Weapons?
Yes. That movie was
same director.
Crazy. Which I saw, and I saw the trailer, but it looks very different. And then when I went online to find out, it said that it was in fact based off of a book, not Resident Evil. And once they got the Resident Evil license, they were able to they switched it over to Resident Evil. So I thought that was pretty crazy, actually.
Makes sense.
Hey,
what's
up?
All speakers away.
What's going on?
Can you hear me okay? My audio isn't the greatest. I was trying to fix it earlier, but
yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Cute.
So this is Joe Zamar. This is Ari. I met her with at Boho on Orchard. Another amazing singer. Joe Zamar is my boy.
Thank you.
Another singer. He got a whole band. He keeps me motivated. he keeps me motivated.
Awesome.
I'm his unofficial manager, busting his ass sometimes.
Cool.
So we were just
Yeah, I was literally just about to play this game. It's called We Play, and on there they have something called Mic Grab.
Really? I've bought. I don't know if I had We Play or We Play 2. I had one I didn't really like. Wii Sports was amazing, but We Play, was that the one that came with the remote with the Motion Plus, right? Didn't that come with the Motion Plus?
It's actually a mobile game.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a mobile game that has a bunch of like mini games on there where you can play with people online, and then one of the games on there is called Mic Grab. So it's a bunch of different songs, and then you like spam the button if you know the song, and then you're able to sing a part from that song, and then it'll like grade you on how good you sound.
That's what's up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you're like playing with a bunch of people.
That's dope. What for Joe? What you say?
This man's gonna get an S+ already. I already know, Troy. S+.
I'm gonna sing like ooh, ooh.
Oh, Bruno Mars, right? Woo woo. Just hit the woos, bro. That's all. Woos.
Yeah, when you said We Play, I'm thinking of like Nintendo Wii, like the game We Play, which is hilarious.
I could see why you thought that. I used to play Wii back in the day too. I have my Wii somewhere in storage. I have my Wii.
I got 2 of them modded in my basement.
My dad wanted it so bad for some strange reason. I'm like, what are you gonna do with my Wii? Like, doesn't make any sense.
Do.
I take it, you know. Yeah. Duncan, who's in the chat in the Instagram chat, he was like, "We play, not we play."
Yeah.
So he said, "Challenge accepted." I guess he might be challenging us to do some singing on this We Play app you're just talking about. So, but yeah, I came across this program. It popped up in my Instagram yesterday. It's called the Rhyme Game. Have you seen that?
The Rhyme Game.
You have to it gives you the last bar, and you have to actually rap, but you have to say the last word in the bar to make it work. And so a lot of people on Instagram or YouTube, they'll take every 2 lines and swap off and say who was the better rapper with the words that you were given. It only gives you the last
interesting.
bar. It only gives you the last line. You got to fill in the rest of it. And then you say everything up until the last word, and then same thing for the next line, and then the next 2 lines are for someone else, and then they jump in and they're supposed to rhyme with you. And it's on iPhone, and it's also on the App Store on my computer. I got it on my laptop. I was like, yeah, it's on here too. That's crazy. So I just downloaded it. I thought it was pretty cool. But the closest to the We Play that I'm used to is that Smule. Remember that Smule?
Oh yeah, I used to be on that app. That
Yeah.
app's a little different though.
Okay.
But I used to be on that app a lot too. Smule.
I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. They started charging for every song in existence.
Yeah, they charge for everything.
So I was like, I mean, granted, I get it. They had real music and real tracks, so I couldn't really it's not like we got the Nintendo 5 edition, where it's some dude making it on Nintendo and like, give me $20, So I like those programs. I like those apps. I think they're a lot of fun, and they're fun and party environment.
Right.
The drinks are out, you party, and everyone's having a good time. I feel like
The only downside I will say about WePlay is there's a lot of little kids on that app. So you'd have to create your own group and then invite just adults to it and then kick out the kids. The host would have to kick out the kids.
No
because
pizza parties.
There's a lot of little kids that download the app and get on there.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm not surprised. Parents
I gotta
iPad, go crazy. Lose your
iPad
mind.
kids are revolutionizing the wrong things. I got to jump off, but you guys have a great evening. And JT, you already know. I'll talk to you soon.
You got it, brother. You got it.
Have a good night.
Good night.
I see you. So my boy Jo should be joining us in a minute. He's actually the other main co-host, but he had a lot of stuff that he was I think he had to get his hair done or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Event to do tomorrow. We're all performers at this point, so it's he's getting ready for tomorrow and Saturday and stuff like that. But yeah, this is just off the cuff talking and just about whatever pops up in our minds and just discussing it. We were just talking about
That's pretty cool. It's so crazy how you invited me to do a podcast because me and my husband have been talking and we really want to start our own podcast and we want to do YouTube as well. And we really want to get serious about actually recording music. The only problem is we don't have the right space at the moment. We're waiting to move because he has all his recording equipment and whatnot. It's just he doesn't want to bring it here just because it's a little iffy here. There's people coming in and out and whatnot. So he wants to wait until we move and then build his own little setup and then start getting serious about recording music.
Okay.
But yeah, it's funny that you asked me to join a podcast because we were literally just talking about it yesterday, how we wanted to start our own. That's crazy.
It's just this is the first, not the first podcast we've done, but this is the first retester. I call this my retester episode because it's very freeform. There was nothing really locked in as to what to talk about. It's just whatever comes to mind, just to get a good feel, to understand what worked, what didn't work, what looks good, what doesn't look good. And we're still posting because there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about and fun stuff that we did. But it was more a tester, a tester run through. So this way, next week when we do something, so I have stuff that I've saved for just the podcast that I want to talk about, that I get off of Instagram, that I get off of YouTube, stuff that I might want to just speak on. New movies coming out. We just talked about movies. Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be coming out this week or something like that. Street Fighter.
Yeah, I saw. I'm pretty excited about that actually.
Mortal Kombat is looking good.
Pretty excited about that.
Yeah. So, like, so for example, so I have Duncan watching us through Instagram, which I guess you saw us through Instagram as well. But the Instagram feed is only showing the middle of the screen, and there's no way for me to do that on this side. I would have to resize the literal video stream to be, vertical, like in the middle of the screen, which sucks. So
I see.
It would, but then that would mess up me having like a full size video like we have now. We have a full size setup. So it's so hard to kind of get the best of both worlds. Streamlabs lets you do dual streaming, horizontal and vertical. But I don't know how to add other people to my connection through Streamlabs. And that's only offline. And it's like non-podcastable. When I go to podcast,
have you tried Twitch?
I have tried Twitch, but I can't stream to everything.
Okay.
I can only do Twitch.
Yeah, I have no clue about streaming or none of that. So you're giving me all new information.
So it's like, so right now we're streaming to Twitch, Instagram, but Instagram sucks because you have to always write it in every time you want to go live. You have to copy the links, copy the stream key, make sure you see a video stream, and then you have to hit go live. You have to do that, otherwise no one sees you. We're streaming live on YouTube right now as well.
So this app kind of lets you like stream everywhere.
Yeah, like and TikTok, but
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's that's why I liked it, because you can kind of get the maximum amount of like exposure, and it records what we're doing too. So I can
cool.
Up and throw up little clips here and there and stuff like that. So I said, let me just do a quick run through, and just see how it felt. And it's smooth and it looks good. I can see you. We can hear each other. I didn't realize how wide my camera was. It gave so much extra room behind me though. So I was like, oh man, you can see like my mic right here. You can see like my fridge in the back and like, my shoes in the corner. But normally it's just like me,
From my point of view, I just see you. It's kind of like a FaceTime because I'm using my phone. So maybe that's why.
Gotcha. And that makes sense. That makes sense. So, but it just sucks that with Instagram, he was like, can I resize the screen? And I'm like, I know I can't do it after already recording, but it sucks that they don't have something similar to what Streamlabs has. So I might have to figure that out. And do I want to always do a podcast where it's only in the middle? I don't want to see that on my YouTube on TV thing in the middle. I mean, I think more people are starting to do it, so it's not as bad, But Instagram is my primary, I guess you could say, thing. Troy Kells is my YouTube page with a Z. Because he's going to switch over to the YouTube so he can see the full screen. He can't see us. He can only see the chops of the inside of our squares, which is crazy. So I have it on YouTube, both vertical and horizontal. And in Instagram, it will do it vertical, so you can see it perfectly. And then Twitch, full size, just full size. And then TikTok would also be, I could do both, I think. But I just tend to do vertical. But, the story and the video clips will always be more seen as a story or a short than it is a full size. But if you want someone to go to your page and see the whole video, I don't want them to see this tiny little vertical square. I want them to see the full box, to kind of make it look more, natural. So it's a lot of little stupid things, you got to like look at and test out and check and change. But I do like this program. I do like Riverside. I do like what it's about, how it works. It's clean, it's smooth. I can share. I don't know if you saw earlier, I was sharing like I can change the layouts so it can show us like larger. And I can also share stuff like YouTube or things of that nature. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So now I can see Duncan. He's on the YouTube side, and he messaged much better because he can see the whole screen
The whole screen. Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna have to figure that out because Instagram and TikTok are pretty big, my biggest platforms for me. So I'm like, I need to get that resolved. You know, I can't have it where you see a little slither of us in the middle like that. It's kind of crazy.
How are you able to see like the people commenting while you're streaming on this app at the same time?
So there's an Omni chat. When you sign into like Twitch or X, I can't see Instagram because Instagram likes to be its own thing for whatever reason. And I think Facebook is kind of in the same boat. But there's an Omni chat button on the side here. I don't know if you can see it. There's a chat bar. I mean, Rick, you might be on your phone, so maybe you can't see that. I'm not sure. But...
I do see a chat box. I do.
Okay.
But I don't think anyone's in the chat, but I do see a chat option.
Okay, cool. So let me go back to my notifications. No.
But maybe since I'm on my phone, it's different. I'm charging my laptop. That's why I'm not using my laptop.
Let's see here. Where's my save? There we go. Because it might be different for you, especially on messages popping up. Okay. So maybe if you turn it, or it might be a menu, but you might be able to see the chat, and you should be able to interact with the chat as well on your end. If you can't see it, but I don't know. I haven't tried it on my phone, so I don't know the details of that yet. But I do like the fact that I can like share stuff, talk with you. I can throw sound effects up, and you know, I think that's really cool. I think it's been very fluid, very smooth. Like I could pull up a video, and you can kind of like see.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, you know, I think that's really dope. That if there was 5 of us, you can see it's all in the corner, and you can still watch the video. Only thing is, everyone says that the sound is too loud.
The length a little bit. What the hell did I just? What we think about getting today? I got you, man.
Yeah, I see what you mean by that. The sound does overpower your mic, like your voice.
Right. I don't know how to control. Even when I have the volume extremely low, there's no way to really like control the overall value of it for some reason. So
yeah,
that's the only thing I don't like. There's no little slider that lets me say, okay, you know, it's too loud for you guys. Let me turn this down. It just stays the same volume, it seems, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So
yeah, I think since I'm on my phone, it's different because all I see on my end is I have the option to mute myself. I have the option to turn my camera off, and then there's a chat button, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So if you hit chat, what do you see?
It says pass notes behind the scenes. Don't forget to type quietly. That's what it says, and there's nothing there.
Okay, because behind the scenes is us talking as a group, and then there's just me, which means it can be direct me and you, but it should be another chat, which is on the public chat. But I guess maybe you can't see that, which is weird.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think maybe because I'm on my phone, I'll have to play around with it a little bit and figure it out.
Because I just typed back to Duncan.
Yeah, I can see you saying good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to just double check. All right. Just curious. Like I said, this is just like testing mode. Like we just testing stuff out. Don't want to put videos and stuff like that. You know, at least one of the videos I wanted to talk about, which I thought was kind of funny when it came to you know, it's supposed to be a fake gang with a real gang. so ridiculous. Like, you know, I love good memes.
That's hilarious, though. Did you see the Michael Jackson movie?
You know, I've been wanting to see it. Everyone's like, it's the greatest thing ever. I got to see this movie. I have to see it.
I haven't seen it either. I also have to see it. I heard it's really good though, and that there's supposed to be a second part apparently. So.
Oh my goodness! Now, why should be a trilogy at some point? Like, you know, I mean, I heard the cast was incredible. They had like an amazing cast of people in this movie,
right?
And I'm like, you know, I had no idea. They only kept focusing on who's Michael, which makes sense. You don't want, you know, I don't want another Flex Washington situation where Flex Washington, who looks nothing like Michael Jackson,
no
white paint on his face. I was like, please don't do this, please. And then I don't know if you remember back in the day, Ralph Fiennes was supposed to be Michael Jackson in a Michael Jackson movie.
I don't.
It was a white guy who was supposed to play Michael Jackson named, like, I should say white. I think he's British or something like that. And
I'd have to look that up and see who that is.
Yeah,
I bet he also looks nothing like Michael Jackson though.
Nothing. He's just white. That's it. that is it. And it got canceled because they rightfully thought it might be a bit what's the right word? Disruptive. This person play Michael Jackson. So yeah, I think that was a good idea. I think that was a fair point. You know, I think that was a good idea. But I'm glad to hear there's a good movie about him. And some people are like, how come you didn't talk about, like, you know, the allegations and stuff? And it was like, it's just about celebration of Michael Jackson. And I don't know the full details, but they keep saying that, you know, the latest Epstein files was mentioning how actually I did see some of the emails about Epstein had mentioned how Michael Jackson was messing up his kid situation.
Yeah.
Because he kept freeing the kids or paying for the kids to like fly back or not go or something like that.
Yeah, supposedly Michael Jackson built his amusement park on his property in Neverland to help the children that were supposed to go to Epstein Island, like stay away from Epstein Island. So he built like this kind of like child like paradise for these children, so that way they wouldn't have to go through the horrors of Epstein Island. That's the rumor.
It is so you know, the crap that they did to this man when they were the ones doing it themselves times 1,000.
Right.
And the people who kept coming out against him, they kept recanting and then saying it again and recanting. So then it was down to the last two kids, and then one kid immediately recanted after the Netflix movie came out, and then the other kid, I heard he was like flip-flopping back and forth, like did it happen, did it not happen? But then it was proved, and Albert and Preach had a great video breaking everything down. Not only but what all the kids said, but even the last two kids, nothing lined up. The timelines didn't corroborate. Nothing. And they broke that down. They were lying the whole time. And it's funny to me because I remember seeing on the news, I want to say it was Channel 7, and I saved it because it popped back up in my feed recently for like the 10th time. It was on the news. The parent sat there and said, I know you love Michael, but to say this, I'll buy you whatever you want. It's okay. He said, Michael would never do that. I'm not going to do that to Michael. I'm not going to do that. He's only been nice to me. And why would I do that? He's like, I know, I understand, but listen, you'll be fine. We can buy you whatever you want. You'll be okay. To say Michael touched you, to say, just follow what they tell you to say. And
that's crazy.
This is the audio. It played on the news, on Channel 7 News. And I was like,
that's crazy.
Then it got scrubbed off the internet immediately. And I was like, all right, what's going on here?
That's insane.
And then it popped back up. You know, she talking about, you know, the Jackson estate should have sued that movie to oblivion. They really should have, like 100 times over.
They had to put the blame on someone, so they chose Michael.
And that's the thing. Michael was like this living entity. Like, like he was this thing that transcended every age of every timeline of everything musically. Like, that's incredible. He was singing since he was a child and into his 50s, and that's incredible. And his father, as rough as he was and as terrible as he absolutely had his hand to play in making Michael.
Yeah.
But so much so where he didn't have a childhood.
Yeah.
And he was never really able to have that time to hang with kids and have friends. So when he got older, people were like, it's weird he wants to be so friendly with kids. Sure, but he never had a childhood, and he didn't have any nastiness in him. Because all the celebrity kids that he was with was like, he never did anything remotely close to that.
Not only that, he saw the horrors of what Hollywood was doing to children, and all he wanted to do was save them from that, save them from the same trauma that he went through as a child.
Yeah. It makes you look at Moonwalker, which I love that. I loved that tape, that movie, I guess you could say. And when he's going against Mr. Big and he's saving the children, and they're finding all this crazy stuff. It kind of adds a new twist as now that we know what we know, and taking all the different pieces of what that film was about and what that film was like, and applying these dark areas that the kids would go into, and spiders, and putting them in and kidnapping them. Now it adds this new layer to it all. Where I want to see it again and kind of like match it up. But yeah, Duncan saying Aaron Carter. Like, Aaron Carter was 100% was like, I'm not doing that. His mother wanted him to do the same thing. He's like, why would I do that? And it just goes to show you, like, this. It's not just music. It's pretty much in every industry at this point. Whether it's music, the movies, fashion. There's a lot of weirdos in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they all roll together. They all hang together. They're all down for that crap. Eating people and adrenochrome and all that other crazy stuff.
Disgusting.
I'm like, it goes deep. It goes deep. But
the crazy thing is, like, back when I was in middle school, I knew all of this already. Everything about the Epstein files, all of the theories that are out right now, all the conspiracy theories that are out now that everyone's talking about now and believing in now, I was talking about them when I was in middle school, and everybody thought that I was crazy. And look, now it's all coming out. It's all coming to the light. So I'm just like, you see, I told you so.
Yeah. I never personally experienced anything crazy. I've been to a number of celebrity parties. I've never been to Puffy's house, but I've gone to Puffy parties years ago. But nothing never crazy happened. With him and Puff. The most was when I went when he just started dating Cassie, and he had Cassie standing in the darkness above, like, in the VIP section of this club that we had at the MGM Grand in Matachison, Connecticut. And I walked over and was like, yo, you okay? You good? She's like, no, I can't talk to you. It's like, okay.
A little sketchy.
Yeah, I was like, yo, if you need help, like, let me know. I got you. Like, you cool? She's like, no, I'm waiting for somebody. Thank you. That's sweet. I can't, And that was Cassie. I guess she was waiting for Puff to come over or whatever. So later on that night, I'm hanging with the Bad Boy crew, and he's like, yeah, we're going back to Puff's room. Go downstairs and grab some girls and bring them upstairs. So I'm on the casino floor like, y'all. I bring the girls upstairs. And it's a bunch of people. It's a bunch of celebrities. It was Sheena Arnold was in the room. Josh Groban was in the room. A bunch of Bad Boy people. Cassie was there. Puffy was there. Josh Groban's manager, a little short little girl, was his manager. A few people went there. So Cassie was like right next to Puff, like just like a soldier with her arms like this, just staring forward. I was like, the heck is this? Heck is going on here? Like, is everything all right? You guys good? Like, that was really creepy to me because
she was probably afraid of him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever weird hazing nonsense that he had her going through. I remember he had just taken her from Ryan Leslie, which was messed up to begin with. But he had just taken her from Ryan Leslie. That was pretty crazy to see something like that. To she wasn't talking. She was barely blinking. I'm like, I don't know what's up. All I know is the next thing I know, they left. We had the room to ourselves. We had drinks. I went home, but
She was probably on drugs too.
very possible.
Probably on heavy drugs.
Very, very possible, because I know his security guard at the time, his name was Paulie, and we became good friends. And all Paulie would do was just drink. He just drank alcohol all day, all night, which was insane. So Paulie
I know a few people like that.
What you say?
I know a few people like that.
I know it's unfortunate. It's like that. It's kind of it's kind of messed up. It's definitely something I think is really unique. He was such a good dude, but all he would do was drink. He would drink nonstop. I said, "Why do you drink so much, bro?" He's like, "I gotta stay social.
Yes, sometimes that's a person's normal. Like, they can't be normal without drinking the whole entire day. They can't function without it. It's crazy, but I know a few people that they literally cannot function unless they drink from the moment they wake up to the moment that they go to bed.
I can't do that.
Neither can I.
I have my two. I shouldn't say that. I've spaced my drinks out, but I have maybe my 4 or 5 drinks. Spread out. They're normally pretty strong, maybe doubles, but I spaced them out.
Yeah, I love my soju.
Okay.
I could drink like 3-4 bottles of soju.
Yeah.
And I love my Jack and Coke. I'm a Jack and Coke kind of girl.
I like my whiskeys. I like Makers. I like Maker's Mark.
Okay.
I'll swap between dark and light. I'm very much so like between tequilas, preferably mezcals in general, but I go mezcal or tequila, and then whiskey, Makers. Jack is fine. Jameson also great. That smoked casket, I think it is. Oh, that stuff is yes.
Never had it.
Yeah, it comes in like a specialized bottle. I think I have some left in my cabinet.
Better try it.
At home though. I just don't drink at home. I'm just not a home drinker. I have the same exact alcohol for like the last couple of years because I just don't touch it at all.
I mean, I drink at home because I don't really get to go out. I have kids, so
I got a 15-year-old.
That's why I drink at home.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have younger kids than I do. You have because my son is 15. He'll be 16 this year. So
okay.
Yeah, like
I got little babies. I got a 2-year-old and about to be 1-year-old. She's gonna be 1 June 17th. Her first birthday is coming up.
Well, congratulations! Wow.
Thanks. Yeah, she's getting so big already. It's crazy. Time flies.
These kids grow up like, my son's already taller than me, and I'm like, how the heck are you taller than me? He's like 6'4". So
you got a teenager already.
Yeah, he'll be 16. So my birthday was the 30th. His the 31st. So it's such a weird birthday time to have, but yeah,
that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's been nice to have him, but he's also going through his teenager rebellion phase. So
yeah,
I'm trying to not reenact a murder. I'm just like,
yeah. My sister has 2 teenagers, and it's crazy because it's my nephew and my niece, and they were kind of like my first babies, my training, before I had my own kids, and they're huge. They're taller than me now. Yeah, my nephew, he's about to go to college. Now he's gonna graduate high school this year, and my niece, she's in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So crazy.
See, it's funny how time goes by, and it goes by so freaking fast.
Right.
I just, it's I never
It's
thought.
insane.
Yeah, it's like I never thought in my brain. Okay, my son will be 16. You know, he'll be 20 soon. He'll be his own human being. You know, maybe making other
Mhm.
little human beings. It's just crazy to think about. And
Right.
but I think back to my parents, but I'm sure my parents are probably like, now you get to experience what it was like for us to be parents. You know, now you get to see what it feels like to do the crap you did.
Mhm.
You know, that's how I view them, like right now. You know, in their homes. Um, but it's while it's not an easy job to be a parent in any,
Definitely not.
you know, and I feel like everyone's like, it's a beautiful thing, it's wonderful. It can be, yes, absolutely, it can be, but it is also hard, you know.
It's rough. It's rough
Um,
sometimes.
yeah, it can be difficult, and also depending on what your kid may need,
Mhm.
it can radically change. Okay, this is a quote unquote normal child, or maybe this child is autistic, or this child has ADHD. You know,
Right.
this child is this. You know, my son definitely shows signs of ADHD and possibly
Okay.
signs of a bit of autism. Just possible. Like I gotta. This is something I'm getting.
Okay.
You know, but he's going through a lot of emotional uh, damage,
Right.
physical abuse, sadly, from his mom.
Right.
So I was just happy to see how happy he was when it came down to when I did get him, you know, around 10, 11. He was still smiling, wanted to go out and have fun and play. So I thought that was, you know, wow, this is a strong kid to go through, you know, these kind of things. But now it's starting to manifest in ways where his emotions are now it's starting to affect his decisions in life now. Because it's
Yeah, I
starting to
mean,
come out.
he's also going through puberty as well. He's a young man
Yeah.
too, and I don't think it's talked about enough about how a lot of young men they're taught. I'm sure you don't teach him this way, but a lot of young men are taught to suppress their emotions because it's this idea you're a man, you gotta be a man, you can't show your feelings, you can't show your emotions, and that's when the outbursts happen,
Right.
you know.
And for me,
But
it's like pulling teeth. I'm like, tell me how you feel. Talk
yeah,
to me. Like I'm in your corner. I'm not your enemy. I'm not.
so because you're that kind of father and I know you're that kind of father, I can see that in you. I think he'll be just fine. I think you can guide him in the right direction and he'll be okay.
I'm trying. I just feel like
He'll be okay.
it's for me. If it's like this outside influence, it's the kids' friends.
Mhm.
They haven't been very good. They haven't been very good since he started
Mhm.
school out here. They've been very. I don't know if they put ideas in his head or what, but you know they have their own idea. They can do whatever they want to do, and I'm like, bro, I am trying my best to just work with you here. And like, you know, if you're gonna be disrespectful, you're gonna outright not do what you're told, or you know, whatever. Like, we got issues. We're gonna have some issues here. You know,
The
so
teenagers nowadays, though, they're like a whole different kind of breed. I'm just like, whoa.
and that's the thing. Like, I grew up with
Like,
the hand, the belt, the fist, you know, the foot. You know, where I'm over here trying my best to be like, Lord, please control me. You know, pulling a Mortal Kombat fatality on this boy. You know, like so. Yeah, I'm trying everything. I'm trying everything that I can do to get him the help, but I'm not putting past him maybe something like a Job Corps or even maybe military school if I had to.
okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't really want to fight any wars for this particular guy in office, but you know, but in general.
May I make a suggestion?
Mhm.
So when I was younger, I was kind of a problematic child. Um, I was diagnosed from very young with autism and ADHD at around age 5. In high school, I wouldn't say I was like problematic where I was getting into fights or anything like that, but my grades weren't the greatest. I was cutting school. I was smoking a lot. So my mom, she went to our local precinct. And she asked them, there's this program that most precincts have, and it's called the NYPD Explorers Program. So it's kind of like boot camp, but they're training you to become a police officer. And you don't have to follow through with it if the person decides that they don't want to be a police officer, that's fine.
Right.
But the whole program is really about obedience. And you're also learning about, becoming a police officer, but it's mostly about obedience. And I learned a lot from that program. Honestly, that program helped me a lot. So if you can see where's your nearest precinct and maybe ask them about it, that wouldn't be such a bad idea.
Shoot, I'm gonna look into it. I mean, I'm looking into any options that I currently have that can help to institute some more discipline that's required, because since I don't, while I grew up, like I said, with whippings and belts and slaps and stuff, he's going through a lot where I don't want to re-traumatize him like that, and he would be freaked out. So I have not done anything along those lines, other than talk very sternly. But I'm looking to any alternative methods like that. I think that's a great idea. I really wanted to do like military school and be like, yo, you have to go to military school. This is what's up. This is they'll set you straight. Because he get into a lot of fights. He finally has slowed down on that, thankfully. But he has so many suspensions and things going on. And I'm like, why? I don't understand. We I don't live in New York anymore. We live in a nice suburban area up in Jersey. But I'm like, why is this happening? Like this is suburban area. This ain't, my family's from Brownsville, East New York, Brooklyn. I grew up in the Bronx. I can understand stuff was happening like that in the Bronx and in Brooklyn, but not here.
Not where you're at, yeah.
This area is such a quiet, nice environment. So I just find that kind of strange, honestly. But
maybe he's trying to prove something to his friends or try to fit in. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. I'm just trying to spend some time with him. When I have the time, while he be able to spend some time with him. Then we're like in two separate rooms, and I'm like, okay, So, having that going on, and then trying to still work or still keep focused on what you have to get done amidst, okay, let me go pick him up from school, or let me deal with this altercation, and let me deal with that, and then still have a job to come back to, and still, fight and try to do what you need to do to stay afloat. Doing karaoke hosting is not easy at all, and it's not in New York. It doesn't pay as much as most hosts would like.
Yeah.
And then you have to try to get as many locations as you can, and in those locations, some of them are just closing down because they're just not doing well.
Yeah.
A lot of spots in New York aren't doing very well when it comes to hosting events or anything. So things are just really different now. Things are just really radically different, and it's rough, and I hate that it's like that. But I may have to just move. I may have to move because New York is not the same since COVID.
No.
It's nowhere near the same level since COVID.
You're right.
I love New York. I'm diehard New York, but
me too, but it's just
not the same.
No.
Sorry. It's just
it's not.
The people are different. Most of my people either moved away, moved out. Most of my spots have closed down, from restaurants to bars and clubs and stuff.
Or they close early.
Yeah, they close early now. It's just not the same. It's just the energy is just different.
Yep, I agree.
I still want to be around a city where I can still have a good time and party when I want to. But I'm at that age where I'm like, I'm chilling. I'm home. I'm gonna be watching TV or making music or maybe playing some PlayStation or maybe I've been playing some Super Nintendo lately. And just move. I don't see a point of spending the amount of money that we spend to live in New York anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah. You're right.
People have 5, 6, 7 roommates, splitting like $7,000 rent. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, I
To live in a little tiny room with shared bathroom, like it's insane.
It's ridiculous. When I went to go see an apartment on Avenue A,
Mhm.
and this is 2019. They wanted me to pay $1,500-$1,600. It was 3 to 4 roommates, and I had a tiny square of a room. There's no way I'm paying you $1,600 for this corner, basically. Hell no. The whole place felt small as it was.
Yeah.
And my room felt like a prison that I paid for. That's what it felt like. I was like, there's no way I'm paying for this. There's no way. And
I got extremely lucky, and I rented out a room for $800 with 2 roommates. And it was a really nice space. But the downside was my roommate was fucking batshit insane. Like batshit insane. She was crazy.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem.
I wasn't allowed to bring anybody over. If I did bring somebody over, I had to let her know in advance. And she didn't like colored people. She was extremely racist. She'd get mad at me if I left a dish in the sink, but she'd leave the sink piled up with dishes like this sky high. Then she had her cats, and they'd come into my room and they'd scratch my furniture. They'd pee on my rug. It was awful. It was terrible. I said, nope. Even though the rent is really good, I can't handle it. And I moved out.
No, I mean, because it doesn't matter if it was $10. If you were fighting for your survival against
Right.
your own roommates, it's like, I'm good. We are done here.
Mhm.
I totally get it. I totally understand.
But it was a really nice space, but she was just batshit insane.
See, that's why I don't want roommates. When I just want to chill and do nothing and not talk to a person, that's all I want to do.
Right.
I don't even know my roommates. Let me think. I own my own house. My neighbors, rather. Excuse me. I don't know my neighbors around my own house, and that was very intentional. I'm not to be antisocial, like I don't like people like that. It's just I got so used to neighbors knocking on your door for little stupid things. And you're like, oh, why are you waking me up? What do you want? What do you need? You got food, sugar, you get this? No, I don't. Sorry, I can't help you.
And also, so people are not in your business as well.
Yeah.
Because people get way too comfortable.
And that's the thing. They want to sit there and talk to you about their day, what's going on. I'm like, that's what's happening here. I mean, yeah, we're cool, but I don't want to talk about this right now. Like I just got home from work. Who knows if I even slept yet? I want to eat my food. I got to call someone, whatever. They want to talk for a good 30, 45. I'm like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this right now. So that's why I'm kind of anti, hello neighbors. How you doing? They drive by, they wave, hey, what's up? What's going on? And I'm the most antisocial of them all, because when I first moved in, they were like, I was like, oh, hey, I'm in New York. I'm like, you, what do you want? Like, why are you waving at me for? Like,
right.
So I had to get adjusted to that too, but yeah, I just said, you know what? I'd rather just own my own house and struggle owning my own house than to make someone else rich with roommates.
Mm-hmm.
It just made more sense to do that, so but now I'm at the point where I pay just as much. Like my mortgage is up there, but it's most of it, half of it is taxes, just tax, So I'm like, man, if I move to somewhere like down south, North Dakota, South Dakota, North Carolina, South Carolina, anywhere, any other location, Arizona, just random spots, I'm just naming. I remember this girl I knew, she was like, you can get a mansion out here for like $1,700.
It's true.
In Arizona. I'm like, well, it's hot as hell, but $700 sounds kind of good when I can sit there and spend half of what I spent on this damn house for a house out there.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bunch of equity in this house now. I can just take the equity and be like, you know. But I always feel like New York is home. When I get bored, what am I gonna do? Ain't no Manhattan to go to at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Nope.
3 o'clock in the morning. That sucks. I don't want to lose that energy. I don't want to lose that fun randomness of just being out and having a good
New
time.
York is just so convenient.
It is, and I would have to be like dating or engaged to somebody for me to be like, I'm moving, I'm done, I'm out.
Even Florida, like I lived in Florida for a few months and I just couldn't.
Really?
I got homesick. I was like, no, I need to go back to New York. It's not the same.
Yeah, man. It's
everything is so fucking far away in Florida. You need a car. Like just to go to your nearest grocery store, you gotta drive like 35 minutes. It's like, no, I can't do this. I can't.
That's crazy. At this point, I'm like, if I really move, which like I said, I'm still like, I would just have to change my life completely. I need to be married or something. Like, forget it. At that point, I'm just gonna be like, I'm good. I still haven't gone to Japan yet. I want to go to Japan.
I'm planning a trip to Japan, hopefully this year. If not this year, next year.
Okay.
Because so I don't know if I told you, but I'm Buddhist.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So my husband and his family, they kind of like have a tradition to going to Japan, like pretty much every year. And they visit the head temple, which is called Taisekeji, and it's right next to Mount Fuji. So they go for religious pilgrimage. So I've been really wanting to go. So we're planning on doing a family trip either this year or next year. We'll see how it goes, because Japan is expensive. Very expensive.
I would love to go down there for a good month or two and just.
Yeah, if you want to have a good time in Japan, I'd say like save up at least like 10, 15K. Because it's gonna be expensive. Flight alone is gonna be like 2, 3K.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna want to buy everything out there. You're gonna want to eat everything out there. You're gonna go sightseeing.
Exactly.
You need a good amount of money.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I need to save some bread, but I want to go down there and just experience the different areas and just be down there for a little while. Even part of me wants to move out of this country. Period. I'm like, where would I go? Like Australia? Like, I don't know. Like,
I would love to move to Japan if it weren't for the fact that marijuana is illegal there. That's the only downside. That's the only downside about moving to Japan.
I'm not the biggest. I don't really smoke like that. I mean, I'm not really a smoker like that. I like my edibles. I like edibles, but even that is it's a very rare thing for me. So I can see that. Yeah, I can see that being a problem for a lot of people. That makes sense. Even alcohol. Sometimes I'm like, I'd rather just eat an edible, and get buzzed that way. So that's interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
It won't be a big problem for me personally. I can just drink or whatever, but I'm just interested to see what everything's like. Trying to do what's out there. What is McDonald's like out there? What is KFC and just the random.
Yeah. All the fast food chains. Yeah. See the different menu items and whatnot.
The quality. I hear the quality is like, So I'm really curious. I'm really curious about that, and of course the people, the culture, the energy,
Something interesting that my husband told me about Japan is that because he suffers from like stomach issues, and so do I. And something that he said was that a lot of food here in the States, over there in Japan, like the food here in the States that will usually mess his stomach up, here in Japan it doesn't.
See, it's because we
Yeah.
have all these extra chemicals trying to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
Here in
Yep.
our American food, where it's
He said the
banned
food
in-
there is so clean. He said you can literally go downstairs from wherever you're staying at and find a 7-Eleven right there and buy yourself a whole meal for like $5. Get a drink, get like a little bento box with some rice, some type of protein, all for like $5-6.
See, that's what I want to try that out. Like the closest to Japan I've ever been is technically Hawaii. You know,
Oh, Hawaii, nice.
yeah, a lot of Japanese people are in Hawaii. You know, my son's mother is Hawaiian, so.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like when I was initially dating her, I went to Hawaii to go see her, and everything has like Japanese writing under it because there's so much Japanese that is there,
Mhm.
and they come to visit.
Interesting.
They come to visit from like I think there's like a military base. I think she told me or something like that. Like the Japanese come to Hawaii all the time. They stay there and they hang out and stuff. So it's 7-Eleven with the bento boxes here, sushi here, and some areas is a little more Japanese, and in some areas is true Hawaii, like Hawaiian, culture. But it was kind of a nice little getaway to kind of see like the different mixes of culture like that. And
I'd like to visit Hawaii one day.
yeah, it's a beautiful place. The thing that shocked me the most when I was down there was, and I was with my at the time, now my ex, but my girlfriend, and they have this area in Waikiki where it's like four blocks of like New York style clubs and stuff. And this beautiful woman comes up, and all the guys are like taking their phones out, and they're trying to get her number, and I'm like, are they just trying to holler at her? She's like, no, that's a hooker. I was like,
oh.
I'm sorry, what? Like, she's like, that's a hooker. I'm like, this woman should be on the front of magazines. not I don't mean Playboy. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Elle magazine. This is a gorgeous person. Like, I thought that was so crazy to me. I was like, how is this possible? But Hawaii is very nice. And I guess it's an idea where you see all these Hawaiian women who are beautiful and with the lasers. So I didn't see nothing like that down there. It was just the island was beautiful, the place is beautiful, the people are very sweet, very nice. And the beaches are wonderful. The sights are wonderful, and everyone's extremely friendly, like easily friendly. The Big Island, though, if I'm not mistaken, I think they filmed some of The Lost World on the Big Island.
Okay.
And I can see why, because once I got down there,
I did not know that.
Oh my goodness! I rented a car, got in there. When it gets nighttime, there is no lights. When you veer off the main road, you go right. It's like Kona, and it's like volcano and volcanic ash. Thin road, no rails. You fall over, you die. Like it's no joke. You drive straight, make a left. It was more houses. Dirt roads, no lights, nothing. And leaves and trees everywhere. I was like, yo, I feel like I'm sitting in Jurassic Park. Like, for real.
That reminds me of like certain parts of Puerto Rico. Cause my aunt, she lives like on top of this big ass fucking mountain. And I hated going to her house because at night it's literally just all trees, pitch black darkness, no lights, and you're driving up this goddamn mountain and it feels like the car is just gonna go backwards and you're just gonna go flying backwards. And it scared the fuck out of me every time we drove to her house because I just felt like one wrong move and the whole car was just gonna go back and just go flying backwards and we were gonna die and fall off that goddamn hill.
Yeah, they got some dangerous stuff in these other locations. I'm like, yo. I'm thinking about the road I drove on to get to the hotel in Kona. And then I was driving back, and I was like, that was dangerous as hell. Like, you know, it's a one-way road. Like, you have an accident and someone knocks you over,
That's it, right?
you are. I mean, you roll over into sand, you know, eventually, but like, you are so high up, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm like, I don't even want to think about this. This is terrifying.
Or by the time somebody like comes to you to rescue you and get help to you, like who knows when that'll be because you're so fucking far up and
how are they gonna get to you?
exactly.
Like,
All of those things were always ran through my head every time we took that drive up to my aunt's house. I was like, how is anyone gonna get to us if anything happens? I hated it.
That's some scary stuff. I remember seeing this video. I'm sure you probably seen it too, like on Instagram or like a YouTube, where the guy has like a truck and he's on like the smallest street ever, and he's backing off a little bit off the edge of the area, and he fixes the car back this way and backs up again. I'm like, how is this man doing a full U-turn on the smallest
I haven't seen that
slither of road? You know, I wonder if I can find it. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, are you out of your freaking mind? Like, you know, let me see, large.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I definitely need to travel more though. I haven't really traveled to too many places. I've been to Puerto Rico, I've been to Iceland, I've been to Cali.
I've been to Cali. I had a good time.
Been to Florida,
Cali,
North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah, same here. I had a good time in Cali. Cali, you know, it's very laid back. The only thing when I went, I was in Hollywood. The weirdest thing for me was I feel like all the black people were weird. And I was like, yo, what's up with the black people out here? Why are they all strange as crap? Like, we have me and my boy, we went to McDonald's. The red flag was they had a security guard at the door. I'm like, you got security at McDonald's, bro? He's like, yeah. You know. So he let us in. I go there and we get like some burgers. I sit down and there's a guy who looks like Magnum PI, but with makeup on. Straight lipstick, Magnum PI mustache, blonde hair, and like this old like blue dress or something. I'm just like, maybe he came from like a show, or you know, I'm not sure. Like I don't know what's going on with that. It looks like Magnum PI, the guy who plays Magnum PI, but like in a dress.
Yeah.
And he's just staring at me like this. I'm like, I don't know what's happening right now. I don't understand what's going on.
There's a lot of druggies in Hollywood. A lot.
It was very crazy. And
that's why there was a security guard at that McDonald's.
And that right when I'm seeing this,
Hollywood is like Times Square on fucking heroin.
Oh yes, it really is.
Like
I learned that was
horrible.
my first night there, so I learned that night why the security guard was there. So all these crazy people start coming by doing backflips and cartwheels and stuff. They're all black. I'm like, what kind of circus maneuvers is this? Like people doing spins like they're part of like Batman's, you know, brigade of bad guys, and and they're fighting with the security guard, bringing out screwdrivers, so they're going to stab the security guard to get a burger. I'm like, you're going to stab the security at McDonald's for a burger? Oh my god! And it became almost an incident. We walked out. And every time we would meet other black people in Hollywood, they were like tweaking. I'm like, yo, why are you tweaking out? Like, what is up? And we went out one night, went to this club. There's a really pretty black girl, nice little afro. She had like this little afro thing going on. And then she smiled. You know, I was talking to her a little bit. She smiled. She had like a couple of gold teeth, like a gold tooth hair. So that was real different. You know, that's a different kind of swag going on for that. She's pretty. She was cute, but I was just like, this is very different. It was just different. It wasn't what I was used to.
Right.
You know? The other thing is a lot of people out there, to me, they'll come off to you, yeah. We should hang out later. And they're like, yeah, I'm not gonna hang out with you.
Yep.
Very fake. Like
yep.
People like they'll tell you one thing and then they're fake the next.
Yep.
You know. And let's say everyone down there was like that, but I saw that done to other people when I wasn't part of that group, you know, and They have a circuit.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying with that. I agree.
You know, that was the vibe that I got in Cali. But I like
Mhm.
that enough. I said I wouldn't mind living out here and trying something different. You know.
It's expensive though. I have family in Cali, and unless like you moved out there like years ago and you happen to like own a house out there, I wouldn't move out there like now unless because it's expensive.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm like, no. I'm trying to save money, not burn.
Mhm.
You know, I want to be able to sit there and enjoy my house and exist and do what I want to do and not be paying other people for the rest of my damn life for crap that they don't deserve to get money for.
Right.
You know? So I had a good time there, but
I like California.
Yeah.
California's okay.
Yeah. It was
My best experience traveling though, like my top 2 places that I'd say that I enjoyed the most traveling has to be Iceland and Salem, Massachusetts, for sure.
Oh wow, Salem, Massachusetts. Okay.
Yeah. I had the most fun in those 2 places, for sure.
So what's in Salem, Massachusetts? I'm curious, you know.
Well, I'm very into like the supernatural.
Okay.
And horror and whatnot. And obviously the Salem witch trials took place in Salem. So they have a lot of like historical museums and whatnot. There's a lot of like museums where like they say, oh, if you come here, we have dolls that are possessed, and you can go on like little tours to listen to ghosts. A lot of it is probably not real, but it's still fun to go to, like have a few drinks and just go out and like, you know, fuck around. I don't know. I feel like it's just entertaining for me personally.
No, I feel you. I get it. I get it. When you said that, I was like, why are you going for out of curiosity? I was like, okay, she's going.
And you'd be surprised, like the nightlife over there is really nice. They have a lot of bars. If you stay like on the main strip of Salem, it's just all bars and like little gift shops, a bunch of hotels, a bunch of restaurants. It's really nice.
No, I bet it is. I mean, I've never been to Salem. You know.
Also, Hocus Pocus was filmed over there.
Well, it makes sense. That makes sense. There was even though it's not exactly the same. I was at Sleepy Hollow yesterday for
awesome.
Or Tuesday for this gig I had to do. I was like, oh, Sleepy Hollow. This is what it looks like. It was nice. It was beautiful out there. I'm like, this is great. Like, yo.
I've always wanted to go to Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, I was like,
especially around like Halloween time.
I couldn't even imagine what it's like in Halloween though. I was like, yo, this is kind of crazy. I'm in Sleepy Hollow. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, quiet, beautiful trees, scenery. Like, it didn't look spooky in any way, shape, or form. Just other than like the things you hear about, you know, Sleepy Hollow. But other than that,
there were a few things though that kind of like freaked me out on my trip. I'm not gonna lie, that I was like, ooh, that's a little. I don't know how to explain that. Like, I don't think that was something that they can make up. That like kind of freaked me out a little bit. So we like went to this doll museum, but I thought it was just gonna be like a museum that had dolls and like the history behind the dolls and whatnot. But it was actually this woman who had a room full of these dolls, and she said that she has these dolls because each of these dolls like has a child attached to them. So like a spirit of a child attached to the doll. So she keeps them in that room to kind of keep these children safe, because they all either passed away from like illness or something like very tragic. So they aren't able to really have peace and go to heaven or whatever she said. So they're kind of trapped in this doll. So she keeps them safe in a room. Whatever she said, something along those lines. So I go into this museum thinking again that it's just all like historical crap, but no, it was a room full of dolls that she supposedly said had spirits attached to the dolls. She has like a radio and like a bunch of like boxes and shit around the room that she said she can use to communicate with these spirits. So I'm like, okay, I'm a little like skeptical about it. I'm like, she can probably like, you know, make something up to make it sound like these dolls are actually talking and whatnot. So at first she's like asking very simple questions like, can you say hi? Can you say this? Can you say that? And it'll like generate from the radio, like different parts of the radio of them like speaking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like Bumblebee.
I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if I'm sounding like I'm making sense.
No, it sounds like Bumblebee, but they're changing the channels to say certain
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So at first I'm like, maybe she's fucking with the radio. Maybe she knows what she's doing, you know? I don't know. But then she starts asking like personal questions, and then she starts telling me like, did somebody recently pass away in your family? And I was like, yeah. I had just gotten back from a funeral in California from my uncle. He passed away from COVID. And she goes, is the person named Roberto? That's my uncle's name. And I was like, what the fuck? So I like look at her and I look at my friend and I'm like, yeah. And she's like, Roberto wants you to know that he's in a safe place and he is at peace now. He's no longer in pain. And the children want you to know that he's okay. And that freaked me out. Because I was like, how does she know that? There's no way that she can make that up. How does she know that? It freaked me out so badly. I was like, oh my gosh, that's really scary. Because I can't explain that. I don't have an explanation for that. No, I really don't.
Yeah, I mean that's this is one of those things that I do know about. You know, I used to be a minister about, you know, biblical things. Mm-hmm. One thing that people should know is that spirits watch you, and they do communicate. So it is common for certain spirits or demons, you know, to sit there and make comments or references about people that have seen you with, or that you've been around, or who, you know,
right,
your loved ones and things of that nature. Especially because many times when people call on to or call out to certain things, call out to certain spirits or family members, normally it's the impersonation.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you know, they do an impersonation of this person to make you feel a certain kind of way. And normally the person that you're referring to is no longer, you know, alive. They're no longer existing, and that spirit goes back to God. So it's you know, a spirit that tends to a spirit, not that same spirit, a spirit that is reenacting similar.
Right. That's what I thought, and that's why it freaked me out so much. And I was like, no, I don't like this. I gotta get out of here. Because I'm curious with the idea of spirituality and the idea of like horror and whatnot. But when it gets a little too real, I'm like, no, I do not fuck with that. Goodbye.
I'm like, yo.
Now that I have children, it's very interesting because now that I have children, I don't really like horror at all. You know?
My son loves horror. He's like, horror everything. Like, oh, come on, man.
But I think it's just because I have like small children, and I'm like, what if I watch this and like I bring something dark and they attack my children, you know? And I'm not really a religious person. I used to be very, very, very Catholic. I went to Catholic school. I went to church on every Sunday. But I think growing up, I was very confused because my family never really stuck to one type of like religion. I mean, I guess it's all kind of the same, but like they'd go back and forth from being Catholic to Christian to Pentecostal, and I'd kind of like bounce from church to church. Yeah. So I got to really experience what it was like to be in all three types of churches, and they're all relatively the same, just like slightly different. Like Catholic church, they tend to pray to certain saints and statues and whatnot. And then Christian church, it's more like lively and there's music. And then Pentecostal is like a mix of both, but kind of all day long from like morning all the way till night, and then they do the same thing over again the next fucking day. So bouncing between those three things was kind of a lot for me. And I decided to rebel one day, and I told my mom, I'm not going to church anymore. I refuse. I don't want to anymore. And she said, no, you still live under my roof. You have to go to church. You just need to go to church, blah, blah, blah. And I told her, no, I'm not going. And I refused to go. And I stopped going for like maybe 2 or 3 years. And then I reached a really dark point in my life. I was very depressed. I was self-harming, and my mom said, maybe you should go back to church. So I agreed. I went back to church with her, and she said, this woman, she's going to pray over you, and she's going to help you. So I sit down, this woman prays over me, and I don't know what came over me, but my mouth opened and started moving by itself. And the woman was like, God is trying to speak through you. You have a gift. You can speak in tongues, but you're not allowing him to come through. And then I fainted. And ever since that day, I kind of like freaked out, and I became like atheist. Like I stopped religion altogether. I was like, nope, that's too much for me. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. I don't want to know what it is. It's too much. Even if I do have this gift, I'm not ready for it. I don't want it. And I stopped going to church, and I stopped practicing religion altogether. And then obviously now I met my husband, and now I practice Buddhism, but I'm not opposed to, you know, ever going back to being Christian or Catholic. It's just like I don't know where I would start, and I also don't want to be a hypocrite because there's just certain things in the Bible that I don't agree with, you know?
I see. I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I had my own. It's not that I don't agree with the things in the Bible personally. It's more so. It was the way that it was interpreted for my religion I had issues with. You know, me being someone that has lost friends that were kicked out of our religion, and you know, many people committed suicide through drugs, through jumping in front of trains, hanging themselves. Like I have a number of people who have, you know, they couldn't handle being ostracized from the religion.
Yeah.
And it took, I think, last year for my religion to finally come to grips with, I guess, the idea of at least being able to be social with people who have been excommunicated from the religion. And I kind of still feel like it was too little too late, because there was nothing in the Bible that made it clear that if someone, you know, I get the concept of if someone's doing bad, you know, and it can influence the flock, sure, and it can cause more issues. But my issue was some people messed up and it wasn't intentional, or they were repentant about it. It's one thing to sit there and say, hey, I know I did wrong, my bad, I'm sorry, you know, I'll get punished for it, sure, no problem. It's another one to sit there and treat them like they're an apostate.
Right.
Where, you know, where they don't, well, you know, they don't want to talk to God. They don't want to, you know, they're against God. You know, that's a whole different ballgame, you know?
Right.
So I felt like, you know, you ostracize these people, you push these people to such a level, because we're hanging out every weekend. You got friends in every country. Anyone can reach out to you. You're doing picnics, you're doing movies, you're doing this and that. Now you have nothing because they train you to not have any external connections.
Right.
So now you have lost this connection, lost the only people that you've ever known, this deep, this familiar kind of connection. And now you have no one to do anything with, no one to call, no one to message, no events, no parties. And then you're expected to stay like that for another 6 months to a year as you write letters to try to get back, to come back to this religion. It's ridiculous. You know, it's a lot that's going on there that, you know,
Right.
you're putting someone through that,
It feels very culty, you know?
you know, that a lot of people feel that way, and there's certain elements of it that definitely have that element to it. You know, I
Mhm.
can say that, but my biggest issue is that now you're making these changes after many people have already committed suicide. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, you know, they may have lost God's favor. Or no, no. These are people who needed help. These are people who are trying to understand and figure things out in their life. Whether they want to move forward or not with this particular religion, that's on them. Maybe it wasn't their time. Maybe it wasn't the right appropriate moment for them. If Saul can become Paul and he killed someone and still can serve God, I would think that you would be a little more lenient towards someone who is, depending on what they've done. You know, I don't know. You know, killing somebody is a different story, but you know,
Right.
if it's accidental or whatever, you know, only God can judge you for those things.
Right.
And but to ostracize people completely, I'm not saying be their best friend, hang out with them every day all the time, 24/7. But I have friends like I know who are in a similar situation to me, and they have kids, and the people in that religion will just not really mess with his kids. They have nothing. They have, you know, they're around that religion, but they're not in it directly. But people just kind of treat them like his own family. It's like, oh, you know, we can't spend time with you. We're alive. We're still here. We're still respectful to both God and you. No one's here trying to be disrespectful to either of those things, because we still also have our beliefs with God as well.
Right.
But like I said, when you're gonna ostracize us and be like, well, we can't eat with you, we can't do this with you, we can't do that with you, we can't spend time with you. You're my family. Like, you know, you have no problem knocking on the door on Jeffrey Epstein's door to teach him the Bible, but you know what he's done. You know what he's done. But yet it's okay to talk to him, but you can't talk to me. I ain't do nothing remotely close to what this man has ever done or ever will do. Anything remotely close to the worst idea or the best least idea he's done. But yeah,
And you don't want anything to do with me.
right.
Right. Yep.
You know,
and I'm your blood, your flesh and blood.
right. To me, that was, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Right.
You know, if you're really down to sit there and be like, well, I gotta preach to Hitler. Hitler knew what the hell he was doing. you know, Jeffrey Dahmer knows what the heck he was doing.
Right.
It's not like he didn't know better. He knows God exists. He knows what he's doing is dead wrong. You don't have to be the first person to explain that to him. He already knows this stuff already. You might, let's say you get through because he's now open and mentally ready to hear what you have to say when it comes down to the Bible or God. He knows what he did is wrong. There's no redemption for him. And for you to sit there and be alone, it's going to be terrible for you too, because he might feel some kind of way and feel differently. He might do the same thing to you. But yet you don't talk to me. That one to me was like, that's a big problem for me.
Yeah.
You know, and it took, the Bible didn't state anything about that element. And spin and twist other scriptures around as much as you want, you know, about keeping the flock clean and, you know, bad influences, you know, things of that nature. But if it wasn't that way with certain people, why are they treated the same as someone who's anti-God in the sense of against God? It's one thing to not believe in God or not, you know, not be a spiritual person. That's total separate. You know,
right.
This is, you're basically the devil worshiper. You definitely want God to die type of thing. Like, you know, to be treated on a similar level like that is insane. Like, I'm like, what's going on? You know, so I had my own issues with religion. I guess a good chunk of my personal religion as well. But I do have my relationship with God, and I'm very mindful of when it comes to spiritual elements. You know, spiritual things for me, like psychics and so that I try to stay away from some of that stuff. You know, one time.
Yeah, I don't believe in in psychics and all of that mumble jumble either.
I'm like, one time I walked into one place.
The biggest thing that I believe in is karma.
You know,
That's the biggest thing that I believe in is karma. Whatever you do is gonna come back to you.
I wish I could say the same. I just don't. I don't see it happening. For some reason, I just don't see the karma balance working. You know, and maybe I just don't know, and it's working just fine on certain people's sides. I might be speaking about myself, or just other people who I know are evil, effed up people. You know,
And
like,
even because something that I've noticed too, because in the beginning I was like, oh no, karma doesn't exist because people have done me wrong in the past, and I see that they're doing well in their life and blah blah blah. And my husband is like, just wait. Just wait and see. Wait and see, be patient. It's not gonna happen like this.
Right.
Karma doesn't just work overnight. Not only that, you don't necessarily know what's going on in their life behind closed doors.
Exactly. That's the other part. You don't know if they're sick or what they might be dying from.
Yeah.
You know, or this or that. So
Exactly.
that is 100% true. I'm going through a tremendous amount of nonsense.
Yeah. Same here. Believe it or not.
And I'm lucky that I'm still here. That's number one. Number two, I'm lucky that the way I was raised really helped me to see the good and find the good and still smile even in the worst days.
Right.
And it's not a fake smile. It's like it's a real, genuine, happy smile because I'm alive. I exist. I know I do good by people. You know, and I don't let other people's negativity or nonsense control me.
Mm-hmm.
Me into an evil person. you know.
Right.
And that's, you know, some days I go outside and I'm like, okay, I need to get to work. I need to stay present. I got to stay focused. I get there and just like, okay, I got to turn on the smiley, the happy side of me, and just like, hey, okay, I'm back. You know, before it was like more of a place, a person, a mental state I had to force myself into, going through breakups and then still being at this social event. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. And you're dying inside. But now it's real. Like I really feel like, and I have a ton of BS going on right now, but I'm like,
yeah,
I'm just happy to be alive. I'm just happy to be able to see the people that I see, my friends, my family, my peoples, you know, sitting together, have a good moment, do some drinks. I revel in that moment. I revel in the time now, you know, that it says me too. His birthday was also the same day as the Salem witch trials, he said, which is pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, at that point in my life, I was kind of like trying to experiment and experience different religions because I didn't quite know what religion I wanted to follow. So I went back to Catholic church, I went back to Christian church, I went back to Pentecostal church. I even went to a mosque, believe it or not. And then I went to Salem and I said, let me see like the dark side of things. I'm not gonna go to the dark side, but I just want to see with my own eyes, like what it's like, you know? And I went to the Satanic Temple, the quote unquote Satanic Temple. It's not exactly what everybody thinks that it is. It's more like a tourist trap, if anything. Like you walk in there, there's a bunch of books, and then they have a big statue of Baphomet, and that's it. That's all it is. And I was like, okay. And then they have all these books about, you know, how Satanism is the best religion because they believe that everybody has to love each other and this, that, and the third. I don't remember exactly the words that it said, but I was like, kind of seems a little bit like every other religion. And I noticed that every religion kind of ties within each other in some type of way.
It does.
Like they're all very related to each other in some type of way. And the only religion that is different from all of the rest that I've experienced is Nichiren Daishonin Buddhism, which is the religion that I practice now. I'll tell you like the basics of it, because if I go into it, like it'll be like a 2-3 hour conversation, and I do have to hop off soon. But basically, it's Nichiren Daishonin Buddhism is a tradition that was rooted in the 13th century Japanese culture, where they how can I explain it simply? They transfer negative energy into positive energy. The whole religion is basically about clearing your karma and finding your inner Buddha. We believe that we have the power in ourselves. So there is nobody that we're necessarily praying to or chanting to. When we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, it's to activate our inner Buddha within ourselves and clear our karma and transform it into good karma. If that makes sense.
When you chant, though.
Yes. Yes. And then we do it before what's called the Gohonzon, and the Gohonzon is a sacred scroll that represents the universe and Buddha nature. Yeah. To put it simply, if you want to, like, you know, do your own research on your own time, it's pretty interesting stuff. But they don't believe it to be true, but I also don't see the problem with like believing in God and also chanting. Like, I don't really see an issue there. They don't believe that to be, you know, true, because they don't believe that you should pray to a God because you yourself hold the power within you, because they believe whatever you do in your life is what causes the outcomes that you have. Like, they don't believe like, oh, if you pray to God, tomorrow your life is going to be better and you're going to get a house and you're going to get money. Like most Christians and Catholics, they think if you pray to God, good things are going to come to you as long as you keep praying to God. We don't believe that if you keep chanting, good things are going to happen to you. You have to make it happen. But chanting, it kind of brings that will and desire for you to do those things, if that makes sense.
No, it does.
Yeah,
it's like you're willing it into existence because you're actively going forward towards it, instead of just saying, like a Christian, we have faith, so you have faith that God's going to do this, God's going to do that. And I think there's also, even if it never does happen, in the sense of like whether God does it or doesn't do it, just having the faith helps a lot.
Yeah, right.
You know?
And that's what gets I can't speak right now. That's what people need. They need some type of form of faith, no matter what it is, whether they're believing in Allah or God or the Messiah or a different Buddha, because there's also different types of Buddhism. As long as they believe in something, that's what keeps them going.
Right.
As long as they have faith.
And
you're absolutely right about that.
That is what keeps people moving forward, allowing them to go through any ridiculous situation
Right.
I mean, just seeing it firsthand, and even for me, like to have that weight lifted off you when you pray about something, and it's like, oof, and it's you leave it up to God. And if you don't have enough faith, you're still freaking out about it. But if you have enough faith, I believe that
Right.
if something's gonna be handled, it might get handled, it may not, but either way, yeah, give it a shot.
Right.
That faith is what makes a big difference.
Right.
Whether it's a placebo or not, it works.
Mm-hmm.
It helps to de-stress people and keeps people sane. Keeps that's how it goes. That's how it is.
Right.
Shoot. But that's interesting that you mentioned that. I've always thought Buddhism in general
Mm-hmm.
it was a cool, peaceful, Zen-like kind of I guess worship style,
Mhm.
So I think that's pretty cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. I've heard a lot of different religions and things that people get involved in, but I think you're the first Buddhist of this type that I know. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I like the concept of what it's about. I've always did. Meditation and preaching and being mindful, being active in how you just worship, or I guess that's cool. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Shoot, my fault.
I've been in the practice for I think like 3 years now. It's been 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, 3 years now. And so far I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And my kid, my son, he picked up on chanting, and whenever he's like really angry and he's like about to throw a tantrum, I didn't even teach him this. He kind of like learned this on his own. And he'll close his eyes and he'll be like, Namyo Renge Kyo, Namyo Renge Kyo. And it's the cutest thing ever because I didn't even teach him that. And he does that on his own to like regulate himself, and it's so cute.
See, that's a great thing to teach a kid. Oh my goodness. Meditation, just breathing.
Right.
Just
Because
breathing.
my son, he's a very angry, aggressive little boy for a 2-year-old.
Man,
Like, oh my gosh. He's so aggressive, so violent, so angry all the time. And I don't know if it's just because he's 2 or if because he's a boy or if because he might be on the spectrum. I don't know what it is, but he's just so all the time.
You gotta get that energy focused on some good use, that's for sure.
Right, like sometimes he'll wake up out of his sleep and he's like waking up wanting to fight, and I'm like, who are you fighting in your sleep, kid? You're only 2. Calm down. He'll like wake up out of his sleep swinging, and I'm like, what is going on? He's like, I want my juice. It's like 4 a.m. I'm like, dude, why are you dreaming about someone taking away your juice?
Oh my goodness.
Kids are funny.
Yes, they are. Oh my goodness. My son was an aggressive little dude. We had all kinds of Spider-Man, blow-up dolls and stuff like that.
Oh, my son is obsessed with Spider-Man at the moment.
Oh man, like
he's obsessed. He's got everything Spider-Man.
Exactly. He was the same way. We got one of those beat 'em up Spider-Man things. Oh,
Yeah.
God, he went berserker on this thing. He popped it an hour into getting it. He was slamming it, bam, 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 bam. I'm like, yo, calm down, chill. He popped that journey. We're like, yeah, it's over, bro. It's over. It's over, bro. It's over. It's over, bro.
That's funny. I'm gonna have to look into one of those for my son. He'd probably love that.
It lasts for about an hour, maybe give or take. But yeah, but
right.
If your son likes to beat things up, oh, trust me, he will love this.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Maybe order him something on Amazon.
Yeah, It was.
I do have to hop off now because I
Yeah.
do have a few assignments that I have to get done for school. But it was a pleasure speaking with you.
Same here. Same here. Eat some food. My energy levels is like. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, same. I was just gonna say I'm about to eat something, do my assignments, and then probably go to bed.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you for joining on. I mean, we're gonna try to do this like once a week. It won't be this long normally. We're just kind of just flowing today. So
Of course. Hopefully next time my husband's not working and you can meet him and we can kind of all chat together. I think that'd be pretty fun.
yeah, I mean, this is just supposed to be like people just chatting. This is where it's off the cuff. That's what's called off the cuff club. Like we
Yeah.
talk about.
And I don't know
things.
if you heard him sing already. I don't know if you met him at Boho or not.
No, you told me about him, but I've never met him before. Remember?
Yeah, so maybe he can show you some of his talent. Maybe we can work something out together and collab one day too. I'd really like that. I really want to get serious about recording music and connecting with other artists and making stuff with them, you know?
Well, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. So, my screen turned off. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had lost you for a second. But yeah, I'm definitely down. You got my information, and then we'll probably do this again probably next week. I don't know what day. Maybe we're in for a Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to see what day is best for everybody. So I try to send out a message saying, "Hey, who's available?" On these days. I just said Thursday. Said I want to get it going again. I kept trying to do this before, and even my other co-host, he didn't even make it. He didn't even make it today. So I was like, I'm doing it. I've been wanting to do this for the last like 9 months. I've been delaying it. Because he didn't go to bed.
Yeah.
This person didn't be back. I said, screw it. I'm doing it. So glad I did it. I was able to test it out. We were able to talk. I got to know you better. See my people's up over here saying what's up. My man Cash is online. He's complaining about the camera as well because it says it's too close up. And there's nothing I can do about that. I gotta change the formatting of how the recording is. But he can watch it on YouTube. Troy Kells on YouTube. But thank you, Ari. Thank you. Thanks to Joseph.
Thank you.
Earlier. And yeah, let's do this again.
Absolutely. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Everybody, well, I hope you enjoyed the show. That was 3 hours and 30 minutes of content. I got to delete some of the stuff from the beginning, but we had a blast with everybody today. Come to people who joined us. Duncan, thank you, Ari. A ton of people popped in, popped out, but it's been an absolute blast. And I want to say thank you for all of you who are still watching. You can rewatch this now on Twitch, but I think that's under my Caesar Aqueous account. But you better off just going to YouTube, Troy Kells with a Z, and checking out the content. Skip ahead. This will be chopped up soon into quick little fun additions and stuff. We didn't talk about anything really serious until maybe towards the middle and end of Joe Zamar and I's conversation, and then Ari's conversation. So I'm sure a lot of the chops will probably be from that point. But you can watch the whole thing in its entirety at YouTube. So feel free to check it out on YouTube. I had a blast. I am tired. But we will do another one of these soon. Thank you so much. Have a good night.